Hello, everyone. I almost didn't come on tonight, but I was like, I just got home, came on the whim, so I can stay on for like an hour and get off and do my schoolwork. I worked late today. Hey, ZK. Hey, Miss Keita. Hey, Anissa. Anissa, how's that baby doing? Has everybody finished Christmas shopping and all of that good stuff? Hey, Miss Clarinetta. I think I think I'm almost finished. I think. I don't know. Oh no, I gotta go pick up something on um tomorrow and then I'll be finished. I always start early because I know that I always start real early. September is a good time to start because they start taking them prices up around October so that they can take them back down to the regular prices in November, which is not a sale. So August and September is really a good time to shop. He said he hadn't bought one gift. You need to get, well, people be waiting to Black Friday. Black Friday, I'm gonna tell y'all something that is so not the stuff don't be on sale. It just be regular price. Um hey Jocelyn, Keita, Kenny. I tell you. I want to talk about the disrespect of Young Dolph. King apologizes to Finesse 2 times, and Snoop kicked Dash off of death row. I ain't got two gifts, my wife and my side. I ain't got two gifts, my wife and my side. Lord Jesus. Kenny, yo. Lord have mercy. Oh, let's see here. What I got going on? Oh, let me see. You all hit the like button for me, okay? Y'all know we always wait a few minutes. calling me this late? I don't want to talk. Oh, hold on, y'all. Mm. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Okay, you guys. So we're ready to start. It's 7 minutes. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I want to talk about the disrespect of Young Dolph, and I want to talk about King apologizes to Finesse 2 times, and Daz is saying that, hey, Memphis 10, hey, Miss Muffin, Joy Loves God, that Snoop Dogg kicked him off of Death Row. And I think that Daz and Snoop are cousins. Daz and Snoop are supposed to be cousins because he wouldn't sign over his publishing rights to him. Okay, so Snoop is trying to crack the whip. He's trying to keep that, I guess, I don't want to call it a legacy. Um, he's trying to keep that old thing going of taking advantage of artists and all of that. Okay. But let's look at what King, okay, says. I was looking at this the other day and I didn't get the opportunity to go live and talk about it. Hold on. Let's see what King is saying. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe, okay?
See, like, the shit that was in the finesse PSA, boom, niggas starting to grow up, niggas starting to see, like, the shit that was, that was really going on, and then nigga really see. And a lot, bro did try to, help a nigga and shit. I'm gonna admit that he tried to do his little part. From now on, G, I don't want to talk about that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about that shit, G. Keep me out of that shit. Whatever them grown niggas got going, G, they got going, G. I don't want to be in that shit. My name Bennett, and I ain't in it, G. I'm on some real man shit. Nigga getting older, G. It's about time to go get that bag, G. There's enough money out here for everybody. You niggas better lock in and sit y'all old ass down, G. It's about time to get some bread, G. Niggas got kids, niggas got shit to live for. Niggas all on the internet trying to argue and shit. That shit ain't it, G. I don't want to be in none of that shit, G. I'm out the way, G. I'm starting to like nigga getting older, nigga starting to really see the real in this shit. Only nigga by themselves now. It's about time to man up shit, get that paper shit. Nigga ain't got nobody to hold him now. Yeah. It's about time to own up and be a man. Shit, I'm admit to what I said. Yeah, bro. Yeah, nigga was just pissed off about what a nigga said on the internet. Nigga went too far with that shit. But yeah, I said my shit as a man. This shit is what it is. Everybody ain't perfect in life. Everybody gonna fuck up. Everybody ain't right shit. A lot of people ain't right in life. Everybody fuck up shit. That's all I gotta say. Stay safe.
Okay, so he said Finesse tried to do his part, and he's talking like other people was putting him up to say what he said, and he on his own now. He got to get this money, and he said he growing up. He got bills to pay. King is 11 years old. Okay, um, I think it's a crying shame. Now, Finesse don't need to let King back into his life. Finesse needs to go. He need help himself. Finesse need to go check himself into a rehab. Okay, Finesse is too talented. What's up, Big G? To allow himself to become a full blown junkie. Okay, and he's on that road, and he's it's going real fast. Okay, and so Finesse can't do anything for King. King needs to be with somebody that's going to love him, and I know he's seen a lot, but that they're gonna have to take. He can't be around the streets. So I'm guessing he's back with his grandmother since he's saying that a nigga got bills to pay. Nigga growing up, got to get this money. An 11-year-old should not even have that type of pressure on him. King is a baby. Do y'all? I mean, King has only been on this earth for 11 years, and I wonder if he's 11 because earlier this year when he was going at it with Finesse, he was saying he was only 10 years old. Okay. So is he really 11? Yeah, he might be going on 11, or he might just turn 11. But you think about 11 years, that ain't nothing. King ain't even lived long enough to be even have to have had the experiences that he's had. King has seen things in his 11 years that I hope to never see in my 40 something years. Okay? And so I think what ended up happening was all of these adults used him. And even though Finesse gave him a home and stuff, Finesse, he had intentions on making money off of him, right? I think he liked him more than the rest of them because the hustle man definitely was only dealing with him to try to come up and use him um, as a weapon against Finesse. King being a child, even though he is a child, his brain, and he's seen a lot, his brain is still not developed. Okay. His brain is still not developed. Okay. Who's these people calling me? Hold on, y'all. Okay. And so I think it's a shame, that this is happening with King. I do. Hold on for a second, you all. Hold on. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Um, okay, I'm sorry about that. And so, like I said, he's apologizing now. I think because people have basically used King and basically thrown King away. And I think that it's really sad, you know, that this has happened. But Finesse definitely does not need to work with King anymore. Now, I think Finesse be on perks and stuff so much. I believe that Finesse might mess around, okay, because you know when they on drugs, they are unpredictable. He might mess around and get to thinking about I can get this money off King, man. Um, he may think that King can bring him in some resources, but King is gonna bring him this time. King is gonna finish him off. King is a little boy. He does not have any loyalty really to anybody because he don't know how to. Because when it's all said and done, even though King has seen a lot, King's brain is still developing. He is still a child. You can't make a child a man. I don't care how much experience they've had. He is not a damn man. Okay? And so I think this is what they've tried to make King. It's so unfortunate, you know, that you saw Moneybag shooting dice with him. You saw Big Juke shooting dice with him. You saw all of these grown men who I think got kids that would dare not allow their children to do this, you know, would have a fit if somebody was trying to shoot dice with their kids and exposing their children to what King was exposed to. They used him for a dog and pony show. Okay. I believe Finesse two times had some type of liking for King because I think he was hurt when King did what he did. But Finesse two times didn't have no business with him because Finesse is institutionalized. Finesse need to get some help for himself. Finesse need to help himself before he could try to help somebody else. Okay. And so, hey, like I said, that's it's gonna be interesting. He's reaching back out to I guess he's apologizing because he said a nigga got bills. Okay, at 11 years old, he's talking about he got to get money because he got these bills. Why is King, whoever it is that has King, got him worrying about bills? Okay, that's not something that should be happening. Not at all. Okay, not at all. So I think that is really sad. He accepted King's apology. Well, if he accepted his apology, I hope that, you know, I hope that he would stay, have King, not allow King back in. But like I said, Finesse is on drugs, so he's unpredictable. They said Finesse doing the most and wants to fight Offset is wild. Then he threw Pooh Shiesty under the bus. Well, like I said, Finesse is up. He's under the influence, and I don't know what kind of drugs Finesse is on. You know, listen. Hey, I'm not saying that he shouldn't take responsibility for what he's done, but like I said, Finesse has been institutionalized. I think when Finesse got out, Finesse he was hungry. People saw how hot he was, and everybody wanted a piece of him. He was in direct competition with Moneybag and was doing better than Moneybag. And people tried to tell Finesse, do not go over there messing with Moneybag because he had been exposing Moneybag and all of that. And he went directly into the enemy's camp as if Moneybag was going to forgive him. Moneybag looked at him as competition. And so what they did was they put a fizzle on his sizzle. That's exactly what they did. And then I guess when he started to have questions, the princes, hey, when things started to go left there, they further helped um, to ruin his reputation. And he did a lot to himself. But hey, but hey, I still believe that Finesse can redeem himself if he cleans himself up. But I could tell he does not handle pressure well because you could tell he's starting to medicate himself instead of dealing with the issues head on, of whatever his disappointments are with not being booked. Okay, he made as much as he probably wants to, but he probably did that. As they said, with whatever was going on with the promoters, he has the opportunity to redeem himself, but he does not know how to handle that because probably all he could think about is what he lost, what he had, and what he lost. People stay stuck on that. I had this and I lost it. That's what they kind of stay stuck on instead of saying, damn, I lost it, but I'm sure get ready to get it back. Some people don't know how to come back um from that. They don't. I think he's stuck in that and what he think people did to him. He's staying stuck in that. He's still young. He still got the talent instead of trying to redeem himself and get back what he lost. He's kind of stuck. He's self-medicating. He posted it on Facebook. Let me see what he posted on Facebook. Okay. What is his name on Facebook? Big Ricky. Let's see. It's somebody else named Big Ricky. Sit down. I don't know why I can't never find his page. He said, I got family that I got to pay for love. I got to pay for loyalty. I got to give them some to F with me or ride with me and still sit back and wonder why I don't F with them. I see all this shit. What's worse is the silent hate, the silent envy, the ones you know for a fact don't F with you, but you still F with them. But that shit dead to me. I sat back and watched niggas root for MFs. They don't even know, won't even do nothing for them for years, but won't tilt they hat to their own flesh and blood, own daddy type shit. So I tell you, um, yeah, I think finesse two times, and I think he could do it too. I'm getting ready to give him an idea. I think finesse two times and his whole family, because a Ayanla Van Zant is Van Zant is back on own network. I think that family need to go to a Youngland, and I think they pay. The whole family can get paid, and I think it would be good for them to go on a Youngland. Everybody, okay, mama, brother, sister, everybody. I think they should go to Ayanla. If they don't go sit on Ayanla's couch, they need to go and sit on somebody's couch privately. They said, it's Big Father. I thought he had gotten rid of that Big Father's page. I think it's back to Ricky Hampton. But I'll go check it out. Let's see, Big Father. Because it went from Big Father to Big Ricky. Yeah, it went from because I don't see the big father. I think I was reading that Ricky Hampton. I think he using his name again now. I don't know if they be striking at his pages or what, but hey, like I said, it's unfortunate for Finesse two times. I hope that he gets himself together before he goes too far down that rabbit hole. That's what I hope because whatever he own, he have him own one. And it's sad to be as talented as he is and to be known more for controversy than for his talent at this point. Because Finesse two times had a phrase that he really should have if he had, but he didn't know. And he probably still can do it. Okay. Um, if the princess hadn't done it yet, I mean, because nobody was saying it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. F him. He should have. He should have. I'm a trademark it tonight. Shit. I'm a trademark it. Okay. If he don't get on there and trademark it, he needs to. Let me see if somebody done trademark it. Finesse two times. Finesse two times started following me, y'all. Finesse two times started following me on Instagram. So he bees in the chat. Because people don't know how to find me on Instagram. He heard me telling Jessica Dime Piece how to find my Instagram page. It's Tamara, it's Real Talk Wit, WIT, Tamara. And when I told Jessica that, Jessica started following me. Finesse two times started following me at the same time. So he be in the chat. Okay, he be in the chat. So he started following me like about a week or two ago. Shout out to Finesse. I be talking about him, but I be talking about all the men when I get mad at him. Hell, all men, my cousins and everybody. I talks about all their asses when I get mad at them. But the thing about it is, Finesse two times is talented. Okay, he too talented to be stupid as he is, and so um let me see though. I'm getting ready to see instead of Sugar throwing that big stinking ass they say she got, what she need to be trying to do is tell Finesse two times how to trademark some shit. Hell, let me see though. I'm getting ready to see if somebody done trademarked it. Finesse, if you being here, we know you're a fan of the show. Trademark that shit, okay? Um, Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I'm getting ready to see. Finesse ain't nobody got it trademarked. Finesse gonna have to start being known for being a damn businessman instead of a clown. See, everybody want to. Okay, he said, "We ain't never own nothing. I ain't know nothing about nothing." Oh, it's time for you to learn something about something instead of trying to get these damn women pregnant and have cuckabines and shit. Okay. So ain't nobody trademarked it. Finesse trademarked the shit and then, you know, do something with it. Put it on t-shirts and stuff like that. That's what you need to be doing. And get you a damn lawyer. And when people start using them and putting them on t-shirts, send a cease and desist. Yeah, that's what you need to be trying to learn instead of trying to have damn concubines or whatever you call them. Okay. Ooh, these men so damn stupid. Yeah, but I be loving them though. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button though, okay? So that's what Finesse need to be doing, okay? Anyways, you guys, but I don't love Finesse. I don't want him. Let me just say that. I like his music and stuff. I don't want him. That my cousin got a baby with him. And even if she didn't, I wouldn't want him because I don't want men younger than me. Okay. I like men older than me. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I also wanted to talk about, okay, let's talk about Snoop. And then I'm going to get into the disrespect of Young Dolph. I seen something and I don't appreciate it. Okay. I don't appreciate what they trying to do to Young Dolph. And I had not been talking about Young Dolph because y'all know I've been getting my school. My schoolwork keeps me stressed out. Okay. My hair was my schoolwork keep me so stressed out. My damn hair be standing up on top of my head. Sometimes I be so stressed because I be up late at night trying to figure out some stuff because I'm obsessed with getting A or something like that. Okay. Anyways, well, I know I'm gonna get an A in history. At this point in philosophy, I'll take a B minus. Lord, just let me get a B minus because if I make a C, I know I ain't gonna make no damn D. I already know that. But if I make a C, I'm gonna holler and cry. I can't. I don't want to do anything average in school this time. Okay. But anyways, Snoop Dogg. Okay, y'all know Daz has been with Snoop Dogg and them forever. Okay. And so with Daz, okay, Daz produced that song that Snoop Dogg and Tupac did years ago. Now y'all know that was around my era when I was a teenager and stuff. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Party ain't nothing but a gangster party. Y'all remember that song with Tupac and Snoop Dogg? Well, Daz produced that. Daz was one of the guys at Death Row that produced. Okay, some of the quite a bit. Dr. Dre didn't just produce all that music. They had people like Daz and all of them that was hanging around that produced some of those songs, okay, that are like timeless. And so Daz, I remember Snoop Dogg saying Daz was his little cousin. Well, y'all know Snoop Dogg allegedly has bought Death Row. Okay, he's supposed to bought Death Row sometime back, but he ain't been doing a damn thing with it. Okay, and so I guess other than trying to get everybody publishing, but Dad says that Snoop Dogg kicked him off of Death Row recently because Snoop Dogg he wouldn't sign over his publishing. Okay, it says Daz Dillinger is once again on the outside of Death Row Records, at least according to the West Coast legend himself, pulling up for a candid conversation with the infamous, yeah, I can't pronounce it, Amadeus, okay, on the Punchline Academy. Daz opened up about the latest rift between him and his cousin Snoop Dogg. During the interview, Daz revealed that while the Dogg Pound, his duo with Corrupt, remains signed to Death Row under Snoop Dogg's leadership, he personally has been removed from the label. He says, "I'm independent as a solo artist," he explained. Nothing that despite the business shakeups, he and Corrupt still actively tour as the Dogg Pound. According to Daz, the tension stems from a major disagreement over ownership. He claims Snoop left him off a recent show because he refused to sign over his catalog and publishing. For Daz, that line simply couldn't be crossed. "I'd rather keep my catalog," he said, stressing his long-term value and the importance of maintaining control over his legacy. The situation adds another chapter to the long, complicated history between Daz and Snoop and the Death Row Records, an iconic brand now under family leadership, but still navigating old business versus new business realities. Rather, the two cousins will mend fences again remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Daz isn't giving up ownership of his music for anyone, not even family. Okay, let's see what he
I gave all my Pac versions to Afeni. Okay. She had sued me for $1 million back in the days because I had ran off the Death Row because.
And I'm like, oh, 4-4. This is my guy, Daz Dillinger. Yeah. Apparently, He's in New York City. What's up, bro? Welcome to the fucking Punchline Academy, my guy.
Glad to be here. It's a great honor to be here.
Man,
Hold on,
thank
y'all,
you for coming. So, rumor has it there is a Daz Dillinger Locks album on the way.
Most definitely, I'm producing Locks EP.
Nice.
We've been in there cooking up.
Nice. So how does that conversation go? You guys met somewhere and then
we was on a boat on the LL Cool J, Rock the Bells.
Okay.
And I was probably zooted out in the room smoking this shit. Corrupt coming in and said, "Get up." I'm like, "Oh fuck, what did you want?" You know what I'm saying? So I flew out here. I've been out here since last Friday.
Nice.
So I've been in the studio every day.
Nice. Working.
Yeah, living in that motherfucker.
Yeah, as you should.
And they gave me the keys. They're like, "This your house."
Yeah.
When I say gave me the keys, they gave me the keys, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be the only one there, and they come in, and I just, they teach me, I teach them. You know what I'm saying? We vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We help each other.
Yeah, man, that sounds like an amazing thing. So, is this a bucket list for you to work with the?
Time to my people and say, I'm ready to go to New York. Not to give beats. They want to be produced,
literally from scratch. Yeah.
So that's what I've been in there doing.
So that entails like you essentially being like a
it's going down.
Yeah, that must be interesting because have you been with artists that have done that? With just like no pen and paper?
I know. I heard Biggie do it and then I heard Jay-Z do it, but as far as me seeing it live, I seen it.
That's crazy.
That must be a New York thing.
Oh, I believe it because ever since
it won too,
Oh, so you're really going hard with this. Like this is
I'm going in. The money maker here, and you put that together, you
Facts, yeah. But the difference. So my question is like the aspects of like, is it easier to get in a studio with
one in 1998?
Yeah,
and now I'm back again with a new album called Rotation.
Okay, that's super angry, and I guess what was it that Suge did? But he went and
he just talking shit.
He just crashed out like on TMZ or like
he just crashing out, telling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make one of the old dudes tell on Snoop and find out. I'm just like, he got the police working with him or something.
Yeah. It seems
so,
weird.
If he say something about me, I got to say something back because you know what I'm saying. We used to have fights back in the day. I used to body slam his big ass. You know what I'm saying? I was little, but he got little legs.
Yeah,
just got to figure it out.
Yeah. So like, because obviously, I mean, we're adults now, right? And
I'm 52 years old.
Exactly.
1960. So I started out at 15.
Yeah, so we are like 30 years removed from that time. And
bullshit.
Is this like a cloud that
a stain
that never go
because it's like you always attached to
a stain in the Gucci suit that won't even come out,
like an annoying stain
when you got all white on.
Yeah. Independent.
And
then what about the group?
We still together. We got shows together.
No, I'm saying the group on Death Row. Because wasn't the album coming out on Death Row?
Yeah, the album came out on Death Row.
Okay.
And then I got kicked off of Death Row again from Snoop. Got into it. Me and Snoop, it's my cousin. I get into it all the time. He kicked me off. I ain't going back this time.
Yeah, you're going back? So, because obviously you guys are related. So, what is that conversation like? Because you're like, no, fuck you, no, fuck you. And then you guys still got to talk later on.
He did a show and didn't take me, so I figured like, why you what's going on? He's just like, you ain't sign your catalog over to me. And I'm like, I'm keeping it. You know what I'm saying? It's worth a lot.
Okay.
So that's what it's about. Because like he owned the label, but I own the publishing.
And that is valuable.
And that's more valuable than the ownership. So I'm just like, I could take my bones and go, as long as my house and everything that I got is paid for. And I get the Tupac royalties, I get all my royalties, you know what I'm saying? That's just another part of just Death Row because Tupac and Dr. Dre are separate from Death Row.
Yeah.
So it's like, all the albums that Snoop had on Death Row, and it deplenished now. He only got 3 albums on there. Okay. All them records, everybody took their records back. So, he only got Doggy Style, Dog Father, Murder Was the Case, The Dog Pound, which I'm coming to get, and my solo album. After them, you only got about 3 albums left on there.
Yeah. So can you explain for the average like fan or listener like how this went? Because he acquired the rights to Death Row.
Yeah.
And then
but he didn't have to pay us from the past. He has to pay us from when he acquired it from 22 on up.
Okay, so everything from there. And then along with the catalog coming over, you guys had the option to take your portion of the catalog?
No, he still had the portion of the catalog. I just filed for my copyright reversion.
Got it.
Which means everything revert back to me after 35 years. Some people don't even get to see 35 years.
Yeah.
And other people like that. So, like that, I'm requiring getting my shit back.
Yeah.
He know his business, guys.
Yeah. Speaking of Tupac, a few months ago, I saw a headline that was trending in the news about Drake acquiring Tupac's, his original Death Row chain, and then another report surfaced shortly after that the chain actually was verified to not be actually Tupac's.
Yeah.
Did you get involved in that mess? Did anyone come to you and ask if you could verify?
I just looked at my own chain.
Yeah.
and was it the same one?
It looked like probably somebody else's chain, but Tupac's was a little bit bigger. And more diamonds on it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them big, large ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Drake, you probably got played. Because why would somebody sell you a chain? Why would somebody sell you that chain 30, 40 years later?
Yeah.
Why didn't it pop up back in the days? You know what I'm saying? To be sold. Like the car and all that, you know what I'm saying? So hey.
And I've noticed that when it comes to like a lot of these hip hop
shout out to Dad. So he and Snoop are cousins, and Snoop trying to keep that legacy of just getting over on artists going. But Daz is a chip off the old block. I mean, he's been out there for 30 years because Tupac has been dead now for 30. Tupac was killed in 90. He's been passed away for over 30. So he knows the business, okay? Snoop doesn't want to have to, since Snoop has acquired Death Row, he does not want to have to, pay Daz anything, So I guess he thought he was one of those young artists. Well, he's not young because he's looking at him, okay? That he could put in a chokehold, but Daz is getting his royalties. He may not be the richest, but I told y'all that a lot of those songs he produced, he's getting paid for Tupac and stuff like that. He's getting paid and stuff. So why would he sign over his stuff to Snoop just to be able to go on tour and stuff? That would be crazy. So, I think he's doing the right thing, but I think it's sad, like the practice of the music industry. But it seems like to me the industry is crashing fast. As far as the music part, it's going down extremely. It really has hit rock bottom, and that's why you have. I think you see a lot of the evil practices that we see now, people signing artists and putting insurance on them. And then the next thing something has happened to the artist. Now it's not happening as much as it had been happening. I think it was becoming so obvious. Probably insurance companies and the federal government, all of that probably started looking and digging into these record companies and stuff like that, dealing with these insurance policies and stuff. Because I definitely think that that's what they was doing. That's how they was coming up. It's a damn shame that you go and you kill somebody just to be able to you go take a human life for some money. To me, I think a person that does something like that is definitely the lowest of the low. Okay, you go and take a human life for some damn paper. That's the lowest of the low. Definitely no soul, none of that. Okay. Yeah, but shout out to Daz. For he don't even seem mad about it. Snoop is family. You know how Snoop is. He said he ain't going back this time. Cause he be damned. He trying to mess with his generational wealth. Snoop probably. I'm sure Snoop. We've seen Snoop national. Snoop has gone far further than any of them. Now I think that they just Snoop made a comment, and the LGBTQ community is trying to counsel him. I was looking at Tasha K. They canceled some show that he was supposed to do, his New Year's show, because he said he took his grandkids to see some show and two men were kissing, and he said that he felt uncomfortable with his grandchildren looking at that, and now they want to cancel him. So they canceled his show. They said he's apologized like 350 times and all of that. I'm gonna tell you something, because me myself, I don't have any issues with the LGBTQ community, but here's the thing. I see a lot of gay men who they have all of these opinions about straight women. Okay, they dog a lot of them dog straight women, but when you say, and this is a way to control you, hey, I don't have any issues with the LGBTQ community. I think that everybody should be treated equally, and I do. I have issues with people who want to taunt and do like slurs as it relates to somebody that is homosexual. I don't like the homophobic type situation. But hey, when I say me myself, I believe that marriage is between a man and a woman. Or, hey, me myself, I don't want to date a woman. That's not something I'm into. Okay. I am a straight woman, 100% straight. Okay. Um, Now they want to label you homophobic. That is a way to control you. I don't think that that's fair. He should be able to say that just with his kid, just with his grandkids being so young, being in households with heterosexual people, hey, they have not seen something like this. It makes me uncomfortable. So, I don't this is something we have not talked about. Maybe it confuses the kids. Instead, what they want to do is, unfortunately, they want to come after you with hey, with a vengeance, and it's just not right. I think that if we could, as a community, a heterosexual community, can stand up for the homosexual community and say, listen, this is not right. Hey, these are my views, but everybody is to be treated equally. Me myself, hey, I'm heterosexual. I want to be with a damn man. Okay, I'm gonna be with one. I don't want to try any of that other, the alternative lifestyle or whatever. Hey, I think that I should be able to say that. What you're doing now is when you come at me vengefully to try and control me, okay, and by calling me homophobic, hey, that's definitely not fair, especially when it's a lot of heterosexual people that stand on the side of homosexuals and say that it's not right. The racial slurs, the taunting, the bullying. Hey, and if we're going to be honest about it, I wish that I wish that the homosexual community would stand with black people, okay, when we're out there marching, okay, as we do for them. Instead, what they want to do is they'll counsel somebody like Snoop, and which I don't give a damn about Snoop either, okay, but I'm just saying, like, this stuff has got to stop, okay. It's got to stop. You can't come at somebody because they say, well, I didn't feel comfortable with my grandchildren seeing that, because that's something that they've never seen. Oh, okay, well, you're homophobic. That's not right. It's definitely not right. So I think that should be taken a look at, because, like I said, I thought that all men were created equal. Okay, and if a person says I'm uncomfortable with this for minors, hey, I thought, especially when we're trying to protect kids, that is to be respected. I mean, would they have counseled him if he had said, if it was a man and a woman kissing, and he was like, we don't, with all that sloppy kissing and stuff, I feel uncomfortable with my grandkids seeing all of this sexual scenes and stuff like that. Would they have tried to counsel him then? No. Okay. I feel like at this point that there is a hit on heterosexual people. That's At this point, that's kind of how I feel sometimes, because I see homosexual community talk very badly about heterosexual couples or heterosexual people. We don't call them heterophobic. Okay. So I think that some things need to change as it relates to that. Okay. Anyways, but I'm damn Snoop though, because he wrong to be trying to get publishing. Okay, why is he trying to take the bread and butter of his cousin, that's his cousin, and continue what the slave masters have been doing to the artists that has been in the industry. You continue that. You are now over death row. You're supposed to be looking at ways of changing it. Master P didn't do it to him. Master P was very good to him. So he's had the opportunity to see how Master P did it. Okay. Why don't he mimic that? Not unless Master P do those practices too, but I don't think I don't know if Master P did practices like that. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to talk about also the disrespect of Young Dolph. Okay, I think it's a darn shame how with Young Dolph, how people are doing everything they can to try and stain his legacy and his name. And it's so hurtful when it comes from Memphis, okay? From people from Memphis when they're trying to consistently stain this man's name. When it's a lot of trends that people was doing, that he was doing before people started even catching, or just for us that they weren't going to do it. And because it hit differently with him, now that he's gone, you see people trying to, I think, get into some of those positions. That's how you know it was envy. They're starting to try to mimic a lot of what he was doing. And hey, I would be proud if everybody was doing it and they could have left that man alone and to live his life. And so now, they try to minimize a lot. Well, Doc was only doing it for a tax write-offs. Who gives a damn? Okay, he could have did a tax write-off some other kind of way, because rich people can do that. They find all kinds of ways to do tax write-offs, but he chose to give back. Okay, and so now people want to try and minimize a lot of that. I don't think Memphians understand. I think that that's why our city is stuck. Okay, and why a lot of it's that covetousness spirit that is over the city, like the mindset that so many people have, like they feel like they need to take away the sparkle of somebody else in order for them to shine. A damn shame. Okay, and so that's the reasons why when I get on my platform, I always call it out. The reason that the spirit of lack, lingers over our city is because of the mindset of so many people. You ain't got to try to minimize or kill nobody, okay? In order for, hey KP, in order to sparkle. You don't have to do that in order to shine. And so, so when people might say, well, you be talking about Gotti. Yeah, I do. Because what Gotti and them did to our city was absolutely wrong. I always felt like that they wanted for money bag to they wanted for money bag and Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti was jealous, and I think they wanted for Moneybag to be equivalent also to Young Dolph. Moneybag is talented, okay? He is one of the best, not the best, but he's one of the best, that which means that there are other ones that are the best. Okay, because it could be more than one person that's the best. That's what a lot of these damn fools in Memphis act like they don't understand. Okay, that it could be more than one that's the best. Okay, that's good. Okay, and everybody is supposed to be able to pop their collar without somebody killing them, or you got damn fools taking money for hits, okay, and spending the rest of their lives in jail, or getting their family and stuff put into danger because they feel like they're gonna be able to hit somebody and get away with it, okay? That damn fool spirit resides over the city of Memphis too, and I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. But and so Moneybag, although he's talented, he ain't got it like that. Okay, he ain't got the swag that Young Dolph had. He ain't got the brain that Young Dolph had, because if he did, he wouldn't have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in his pocket. And the mere fact, and I like Moneybag, all right. I ain't got nothing against it, but I think things have to be called out as I see them. Okay. And so the mere fact that, I was thinking about IME Casino, okay, because IME Casino was out there. And for some reason or another, I've been following IME Casino ever since he was around Rich Lord. It was him and Rich Lord and the other young man, Cash. And I liked IME Casino with Cash. But I don't know what goes on with these young men behind the scenes. So I don't know. They could still be friends. I don't know. But I think it was more authentic. And IME Casino, I believe that IME Casino has a heart of giving. Okay. Because I've watched him, like I looked at those videos back from 2017, 2018. They was bad as hell now, but he still had a charismatic type personality. So, hey, I don't believe that it was a show with IME Casino. I believe that it might have been his idea. Let's give back, okay? But Moneybag and them being as crafty as they are, and they're a bunch of damn haters, okay? That they decide they want to give back on Dolph's day of giving that the Ida May organization gives back on. Hey, I ain't gonna be mad because as far as I know, Moneybag is a fan of Young Dolph. So maybe he was doing it in the name, in the spirit of Young Dolph, because they definitely could not have overshadowed that. Okay, so when I say this, I don't talk about IME Casino because I don't believe that IME Casino is in that shit. But Moneybag definitely probably has some type of disdain for Young Dolph, okay, because he was one of the ones that was more than likely mad about Young Dolph signing Big Uncle, whoever it was, because he was related to the young men that they claimed that Big Unc allegedly, and Big Unc was exonerated for that because they said that it was not, actually Big Unc that was a part of that. Okay. But for some reason they leveraged some type of animosity towards Young Dolph for signing him. But Lord, please God, Lord, please don't let me do it. Please don't let me do it. Please don't let me do it, because I was getting ready to go in, but I'm trying to change my way of speaking, and I don't want to be cussing folks out when I have temper tantrums. Okay, but okay, and so they feel, but somebody like I was saying, like Clive Davis, okay, they can go and you had Arista and Capitol Records and all those types of records that did nothing but sign different artists and a lot of times they didn't even like each other. But you never, I mean, Clive Davis could have signed all of North Memphis and South Memphis, and you wouldn't have had them cuckabug kids put no damn hit on him. But for some reason, because that's how the spirit of Memphis is, they love what's not good. Okay, for them, I could talk about, it's my city. I could talk about these mofo's, okay, because I love my city, but Clive, but they would love somebody like Clive Davis that cracked the whip on them. But because of the jealousy of Young Dolph, they felt like these Negroes felt like they got mad. They had a right to take his life. Okay, they felt like they had a right to tell them who he could and couldn't sign. They talking about straight droppers hanging around his cap. They straight dropper hanging around his cap. They should have signed him. I can't stand a slave minded, no good cuckabug head. Okay, because the issue that's going on in our city got a lot to do with the mindset. It's that jealousy. Because if Young Dolph didn't want to sign Straight Drop, I don't care if he was around that camp 24/7. That was his damn label. He didn't have to sign him. Okay. And any other Negro that builds something, nobody could ever tell them what they can do in their business, whether it's a record company or a shoe shining business or whatever. But for some reason, these damn fools in Memphis felt like they had a right to work with people that was already hating on him because of his greatness, okay, to take him out. Now, I was looking at Finesse 2 Times Mama, and I ain't got nothing against Finesse 2 Times Mama because she only stated her opinion. And in a sense, she was right. You know, when they killed Young Dolph, it drew a lot of attention to what they did to him because of the other rappers and stuff that was involved. Okay, so they made him even bigger in death. But for her to say nobody was listening to his music or on him when he was alive, maybe she wasn't. But here's the thing that got me about that. When she was talking about Moneybag Yo has screwed her son every which way but right. She was smirking and grinning with Bag when you mentioned Bag. So she's a bad judgment of character, because Bag has a lot to do with why why her son is in a position, because they sought after him because he was so hot to try to take him down. They did the exact same thing to Dolph, and they couldn't take him down, so they killed him. That was the only way they could stop him. Okay, that's the only way they could stop him. But she's sitting up smirking grinning about Bag, as if he's, and hey, she got a right to like Bag. But I just be riding with my kids. I ride with my folks. I don't like nobody to do my kids wrong. And Bag did that. Yes, Finesse 2 Times is a damn fool. But Bag them sought after him because they was jealous of him because he was going up. Finesse 2 Times didn't know the business, because if he did, he'd have been a lot bigger than them because he's a lot talented than them. He write his own shit. You could tell he do. Okay? That's the reason why his stuff sound good, because he could sit in jail all that time. He institutionalized. He know how to rhyme and say stuff because he have all he had time to do was think. Okay? So Mama 2 Times wasn't telling the truth on that, but hey, maybe that's how she felt. Okay? Okay? But in like I said, in a sense, when he died, he did get bigger than what he was. You can't be a millionaire like what Dolph was doing, getting millions off of music and not and your city not be supporting you. His city put him on. So they was on him. Okay? Anyways, y'all want me to Bag still don't know the damn business. That's why he got 8-9 people in his pocket. Shit. I'm gonna drop the link because y'all know I got started fussing early. I'm tapped out. I got to save the rest of my energy for this philosophy assignment tonight. So y'all know I could go all in, but I don't want to be tired. I don't want to be tired. So what I'm gonna do is anybody want to come up, y'all can come up. Say the rest of the energy for the philosophy, because it's gonna whoop my ass cat raggedy. Okay, my philosophy class, my homework I got to do tonight. It takes me every bit of 2.5 hours to do an assignment that ain't got but 4 questions. Because y'all don't understand, like, the language is in like the King James Version language, so I have to figure that out. And for one, if she give us 4 questions, one question has about 4 different things that she asks you in one question. So it's really about 4 questions. So it turns out 4 questions end up being like 10, 12 questions. Okay. And then she give us so much to read, and you have to read all of it in order to answer those questions. So you have to unscramble with your brain the different type of language. I spake, I figured out that it means I spoke. That's the type of language that it was. It is. She says, Ashley, definitely, she just want Finesse to start back. Her finds her interview is interesting. I told Miss T she has a back has to back her damn son. She is not. Yeah, because ain't nowhere in the world I would even like Moneybag. Moneybag and them definitely they tag team finesse. Moneybag and the Princess. Okay, I don't know why Finesse would ever go sign with Moneybag. Moneybag ain't had the money to back Finesse, and Finesse was hotter than Moneybag, especially when he first got out. He was in direct competition with him and was beating him, and so they wanted to control what he was doing some type of way, and they dangled that money because they knew he needed it, and he took it. I'm sure that's why Finesse is doing drugs and stuff now because he having the opportunity to see a lot of shit. Um, Cypress, why you jumping out the bushes? What did Cypress say? I ain't seen. He did he post something? Did I read what Cypress said? If he did, child, I was just reading it and it didn't penetrate my brain, child. So I don't even remember what I read. Ashley says he got Finesse and field play. Yeah, they did. They played him. They played him. I tell you. If anybody want to come up, y'all can come up. I'll be on for like 30 more minutes. And then I'm going to have to get off and do my homework. Oh, I need to make me some coffee because I'm already tired. I didn't get home till late. Because I had to, right when I was getting ready to get out, one of the attorneys called me and said, I have an emergency. I need you to go and take a statement. Try to get a statement from somebody way in North Memphis. And it was as a matter of fact, it was like 15 minutes before I got off. And I didn't get home. I had just gotten home when I got here because, child. When you go to people's houses, sometimes they be real chatty. They be wanting to talk. But hey, I ain't got no issues with them talking, okay? I'm one of them people that folks like to tell everything, they whole life story, because I sit there and listen. Okay, but I guess what I need. And it tickled me because I think when I got home, the dude called me trying to talk some more. He wasn't finished telling me his life story. Lord have mercy. He even called and put his mama on three-way. I said, oh my God. Whew. And invited me to the barbecue. I said, he did some shit. And told me his whole life story. Whew. But I got that statement though. Whew. Lord have mercy. It's hot. Thank you, Damon. Yeah, I dropped the link. I dropped the link. If anybody want to come up. But we're gonna have to stop the disrespect of Young Dolph. That's just not cool. Because the more they do it, it's pretty obvious. Like I said, Moneybag never passed the smell test to me, anyways. What's up, Steven?
Yeah, what's going on, T?
Oh, nothing much.
My bad. You have a good night. I'm actually just getting out of Bible study, man. I wish I would have caught more of the live. I saw it earlier. I know she's gonna go off, but I didn't catch none of it. I didn't. What's up, chat?
What's up? Justice Radal says, making a video right now about the title "Who Dare to Disrespect Young Dog." Well, did you see on Douse Day yesterday? Was Douse Day yesterday?
Yeah,
No,
yes, man. It was
Monday.
yesterday.
It was
No, that
Monday.
was just. Yeah, you right. Monday.
Moneybag didn't want to go give out turkeys on Douse Day of Giving. I mean, to try to overshadow, like if they do that, we already know they felt like if they did that, then that would take the energy off of everybody reliving what they did to young Dolph. Okay. And Moneybag make himself seem even more guilty because he never passed the smell test, anyways. Like somebody said, who's that told me that? Stephen, was that you said God ain't gave him another damn bag of money for his birthday since Dolph was killed? Have
Nope, not one. And before people go making videos of saying stuff, well, they dead. It could have been any day. You're right. It could have been Tuesday. Could have been tomorrow. It just so happened to be Monday. So I don't want to hear no excuses from nobody talking about they had this pre-planned. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. They know exactly what they were doing. So that's just that. I'm just putting that. Well, like Tamara say, in the atmosphere, putting it out there. That was just the wrong day. The optics were bad. And Tam, did you tell them what you and I talked about, or you didn't want to say nothing about that?
I don't
About
remember.
what one of the dudes told you that was out there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah,
say that.
yeah, we'll say that one.
But yeah, let's just say it was plenty of turkeys, plenty of turkeys left, y'all. Plenty of
Mm.
turkeys left. It's all good, but I think that they think it's a game. I ain't gonna say too much. I know the police listening. He finna get me. All I'm gonna say, he finna get me. The members police. I don't like the members police, but still the police. I don't like the feds, but they still the feds. So, but it's just and paper route. Like even with media, they just consistently trying to get a rise out of them folks, trying to make them do something. All right, okay, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Well, a lot of times when you go quiet and people know that they've done you wrong, it scares them. So they'll start trying to do anything to try to get a rise out of you. So it's a good thing, they let people show their hand, it's a good thing that they are consistently, being quiet and not letting them know what they got going on. Because I saw Mia J said she's continuing the fight.
Yeah, and now Glock does have something coming out Friday. I don't know if it's a song or an album, but I know. Have you heard anything about Cornelius? I know he goes to court tomorrow.
Oh, he goes to court tomorrow. Hey,
Cornelius, his disposition is
yeah, he
tomorrow.
goes to court tomorrow. I don't know. I don't think his court date has been rescheduled. Not at this point. It hasn't.
Yeah, man. It's just it's this whole thing. It's just that. But as the title said, the disrespect is I don't. That's a lot I could say, man. I don't get it, and I don't even know why people make excuses at this point. Like if you're not a fan of Dolph, that's one thing. But disrespect, like just keep that same energy, man. If it happens, just you know. I know the cops probably listen. I ain't gonna say too much, man. I ain't gonna get myself messed up, but keep that same energy is all I say. Just keep it.
And
And
and I,
know
I
that
just I want to make a disclaimer. This video is intended for
entertainment purposes only.
well, not just entertainment purposes. I'm not just that, but when I'm saying that this video is not intended, like I'm not going at any other vlogger, right? I don't want no
Right,
other
right.
vlogger to, like when they lie and say I'm saying things at them and stuff. This video is intended for to, have converse with the people that's in my chat that come into this chat for to actually enjoy the show. It's definitely not intended for no other vlogger or at any
Yeah.
other vlogger. Okay.
The
And
opinions of mine are mine and mine alone. These are not the opinions of Tamara. These are my opinions, my statements. This is not an attack on any individual person. Not
well,
one.
the thing about it is right, but the thing about it is even if you had not even came up here, I still want for people
Yeah.
to know that because I see now I get lied on saying
Yeah.
that when I do shows that it is I don't even have no other vloggers in mind when I be doing these shows.
Right. Right. I wish I could say the same, but I wish it was across the board. But we know how that goes. It's Tamara versus YouTube, the Dolph sector for some reason, but not the Dolph sector. Anyway. But we want to give a shout out to all the bloggers who give Tam her credit, who show Tam love, and she shows them love right back. Tam ain't never went at nobody, just unprovoked. She give people love, and that's why they flock to her. They come over here. Y'all notice that? They flock to her. I notice that. They don't go anywhere else. All these people in Memphis is, in the street. They come. I wonder why. Justice Adolph over here, Al Prophet, cult figure, Stan G, old man. I mean, all these Memphis bloggers, but they choose Tamara. Wonder why. But it's all good. I digress. Like Tamara said, I digress. And Godmother, too. Shout out to Godmother, because ain't nobody gonna mess with her. I don't know why. Y'all scared of Godmother, folks. If you listen to Godmother, I'm just playing. I promise you. I'm just joking. She'll come over here. Send the link, Bessie. Send the link. Oh, I gotta go. But
Yeah.
did you think that made another post or two about black men deserve to grow old?
Mhm.
Like people still supporting that, and she's not even actively um like advertising that. So that just shows you the love people have for Dolph. Like I don't think people understand. One, it was wrong what happened, but two, Dolph had for people to say that Dolph didn't have love, man, had love everywhere. I saw that new mural they're building up there, they made up there in Memphis. They love this man everywhere. I don't even know why people say that Dolph and Paper Route didn't have the fans they had before he died. They had a lot of love. So that's
They
just
have
weird to
a
me
lot
when
of
I hear
yeah, that was weird.
that.
That was weird. What I saw was when she said that was okay that she probably didn't necessarily care for him.
Right.
So what she should have said is I didn't he didn't I didn't listen to his stuff because she can't speak for the whole city of Memphis. It's pretty obvious that
Right.
he was loved.
Right. Even in North Memphis, like don't let it
Mhm.
be known. I think the people
Yeah,
that
North Memphis didn't
hated
have
him.
North Memphis didn't have no problems with Young Dolph at all. I've never heard people from North Memphis. You don't even have people from North Memphis coming into my chat. Never with the 4 years that this has happened, or getting on
Right.
any platforms or any chats or anything like that. Uh, uh, talking about any hate. Because I think a lot of people from North Memphis felt like it shouldn't have even have gone that far to be killing another man from your city about nothing. That was just as successful. That was,
Yeah.
helping the city.
Absolutely. And you hear it on different blogs, man. The guy the other day, I forgot his name. He was like, man, that just really it left such a dark cloud over the city. And I don't think people realize just they probably realized the impact. They just didn't know it was gonna be this bad, and it ain't over yet though. They got to pay, like you say, they got to pay. I mean, their problems hadn't even begun. They got imagine having to look over your shoulder, not only for the police and the feds, but for just people who just want to get you out of here. Money can't save you. Security can't save you. When it's your time to go, you're gonna go. You can have 50 people around you. It ain't gonna matter. So hopefully the police get to them before the streets do. And that's all of. Like I said, I ain't gonna say too much, but hopefully the police get to you and the feds stop whatever they're doing. It's all good. You ain't hear that from me though. I'm a nobody from Alabama. I ain't nobody. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing, Tamara.
Well,
Just I'm gonna talk to you off. I'm gonna talk to you later. Cause man, this is I can't. I don't want to say too much, but I'm gonna we got to talk real for real.
okay, well, I'll call you tonight.
All right, then. We'll get with you.
Okay. All right, you guys, make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. But the disrespect has to stop. Like, regardless, what they did to him is wrong. And I tell you, when I see people my age or older or close to my age, and it should be universal. Like you should be teaching children that what they did to Young Dolph was wrong. Okay. So what a lot of these people do is they set themselves up um, to have to go through the same type of pain. Okay. You sitting up telling your kid, well, God in them had him knocked out because he shouldn't have been saying nothing. So you teaching your kids that it's okay to go and kill somebody because they say something to you that you don't like or you get your feelings hurt. Okay, so you keep that energy going. Somebody either does the same thing to your child. If you got a bunch of old ass damn fools saying it and feeling that way because they can't control their damn emotions, okay, and this is the energy that they're putting out to kids, right? Which is which is why a lot of these kids do a lot of things that people don't understand because they got a bunch of damn fools raising them, okay, that's emotionally unstable. And so that's the reason why I say it's really, I don't know, like I said, I know we all come from different households and stuff like that, but hey, I think even without being coming from a good home, a person should know that killing a person is wrong just because you want to bend a profit off of it or you get mad at him. That motherfucker said something, he kept my name in his mouth, so I shot him and killed him. I put a hit on him. You pitiful. I don't respect the person that do that. Number one, you emotionally unstable. You a damn sissy. You ain't even got no business rapping. Okay? See, a lot of these people got the issues confused when they hear me say sissies. What they want to do is they feel they've made it a negative connotation as it relates to homosexuals. They are not sissies. Period. Okay, they are not. Two men that choose to be consensual with their situation, that don't make them no sissies. That make them two grown adults that's attracted to the same sex. What makes these mofos sissies is when they can't control their emotions and they want to destroy because they can't control them. I don't even know how these women lay with them. You lay with a man that go kill somebody because he get mad at them, sends a bunch of damn fools to go kill him. I don't like you. Okay? You emotionally unstable. You pathetic. You a sissy. And you subject to do anything. Okay? I don't like your kind. You destroy life because you can't control your emotions. See, people don't be wanting to hear the truth no more. Folks want to get on here and put a pacifier in somebody's mouth all the time. Well, I like Gotti and I like Doll and yeah, Gotti got music I like, but that Negro and his crew was wrong. Okay? When are people gonna say that? What is wrong with grown women justifying that and they got damn sons and stuff? How would they feel if somebody went and killed their son just because they got mad at something he said? It ain't nothing right about it. And for people to be trying to justify it, my city, I can't understand what's going on with the mindset. I know that we couldn't be that messed up. Okay? That spirit of jealousy been lingering over our city. Okay? Look at what hell you have folks on here talk about lying on me like a big dog. I done been in the bed with 7.5 men, and they got on here lying like I had been with all these damn men. Okay, this is what they do when they want to try and defame your character. I'm a damn open book. You got folks on here talking about they done been hoes and prostitute and everything else. And when people are hurt, they want to try to attach that stuff to you. If I had been a whore, I would have said it. Because I know how to use I know how to use what has happened to me or whatever as a testimony, but I ain't never had to be one. It don't mean I don't have empathy for women that have, because we've all had different lives, but to try and defame a sister that ain't never did nothing to you. You feel like I want to bring, a lot of women are so hurt, they feel like I want to, her life probably been too good, or she thinks she's something. I'm a bring her down. And those are the things that they do, and they've been doing it since the beginning of time. I ain't ashamed of nothing. I ain't ashamed of nothing. I done spoke about the men that I've dated 7.5 in my 40-something, because the last one I was with was a half of a damn man, so I count him as a half. Okay? I'm closer to 50 than I am to 40, and I ain't even been with 10 men and don't plan on it. Okay? And if you ask me, technically 8 men is too many, if you ask me. But we all make mistakes. But I ain't gonna go and try and shame no woman that has been with 100. I ain't gonna go calling her wore out twat and all that. I wouldn't dare do that. But that's the type of spirit that lingers over our city. We're gonna try to bring them down. That's the reason I have to put the police on them. I know the type of spirit that lingers over our city. It's that spirit of jealousy. More so, it's so bad that they'll kill you. See, I got a spirit of perseverance like Young Dolph. That's why I have to put the police on the folks. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop. I wins. And it's something about that covetous spirit in Memphis that try and kill you when they see you got that spirit of perseverance. Okay? I be having some of my ex-boyfriends in this damn chat. Okay? And none of them could ever call me. You would never have, not now, to ever say I was a hoe. They might say I was crazy. She a cuckoo bird. She was not boring. She kept my head hurting. Okay, because I whines and stuff all the time. Cuss them out when I get mad, and then I be loving them in the next 30 minutes. So I was not boring. But as far as being a whore, if I was gonna be a hoe, I'd be rich. Okay. Because if I was going to hold myself out, I'd be rich, because I understand my value. Okay? But unfortunately, that's what goes on in my city. It's so messed up. And it ain't hating on nobody to get on here and call Moneybag and God in the mouth. Somebody need to call them out, because you got folks. I had a guy, one of my ex-boyfriends just called me a cuckoo bird. He used to call me a cuckoo bird all the time, because I would say, I don't think we should be together no more. I don't want to be together no more. And then the next minute why you don't want to be together? I'm like, because I love you. He loved it though. Men like crazy women, okay? I be trying not to be crazy, but most women are crazy, okay? Uh Justice for Dog says, I gotta go finish the video, but don't worry about bringing you down. We will take you to the top with us and make them mad. We got plans and moves, including Netflix, happening right now. Shout out to Justice for Dolph. I'm proud of you all with the Netflix situation and all of that. I be wanting to see people win. I mean, it does not take anything off of my plate. It don't take anything off of my plate for to when people start to winning. Okay, it don't. I'm just not that type of person. That's why when I got on here and I started seeing other vloggers and stuff from Memphis, my arms was just like wide open because I'm a real standoffish person. I am. And so when I saw other vloggers, if they was from Memphis, I'm like, I'm rocking with it because I have other shit going on. YouTube don't pay my bills. I got other stuff going on, and I have to be careful about how I conduct myself because I just did a show with OWN Network that's going to air. Diane, when they said that show gonna air, they came to Memphis. They called me. They reached out to me, and I didn't think it was real. And when the lady reached out to me on my email and was like, we're doing this show and this and that, and it's funny because things always. I'm gonna tell you something. When it's your time, and a devil in hell can't stop it. Okay, it was supposed to happen with Oxygen Network, probably about 6 years ago, and I was working with this family from out of St. Louis, where their daughter Phoenix Colden had gone missing. Okay. Phoenix had gone missing, and her family was coming to Memphis because they had stopped airing it in St. Louis. But her mother was so she was just so what's the word I'm looking for? She was so desperate, she was so determined to get her case out there because they found her car over in St. Louis, Illinois, with the engine still running. They wanted to say a 22-year-old girl had chosen to go away from home on her own, which we know that didn't happen. And so Oxygen did a documentary. And so I had worked with that family. I had did a lot of pro bono work with them. And when Oxygen went to St. Louis, they told the producers, we want Tamara to be in this documentary. And she said the producers had told her, because she kept calling me, Tamara, have producers from New York reached out to you? I was like, no. But what they did was they had started following me on my Real Talk with Tamara Facebook page and reaching out to me up under like fake names or whatever. And they was watching me. And that was around that time my dad had started teaching me politics. And once I started learning about politics and how the crooks and stuff was, I mean, I was screaming on every platform about how politicians, especially sellout black politicians, I was calling them out, okay? Because I had my daddy backing me. And they was looking at me, okay? And so Miss Colden said, she was like, we want Tamara, because Tamara has worked with us, has not charged us a dime, has put us on her show, has done investigative work for us, pro bono. We want Tamara in this documentary because she knows more about the case. And she said the producers had promised her that they was going to. That's why she was calling me every week. Okay, well, producers from New York is gonna reach out to you, but they ended up getting a girl from they tricked Miss Colden and them after they got the documentary, all the footage they wanted from them, and they ended up getting an anchor girl from St. Louis named Chandrea. And shout out to Chandrea, I'm not mad, but in the end, Miss Colden said she asked them, why wouldn't y'all use Tamara? And she said they told her, we had watched Tamara, and Tamara is too radical. We cannot use her. But what they ended up doing was they wanted to, because it's not about, I don't know if they wanted to get the truth. Let me just say that. Because what they like to do is keep the interest of the audience. it's more about keeping the interest of the audience. Did she leave? Did a boyfriend do something to her, or did her parents do something to her? So that was the twist in the documentary. So they made the parents look bad, right? They knew that they wanted to take that angle, and I was not going to go along with it. They was not going to get me to go along with that. Okay, so they knew that they couldn't use me. That's why they watched me. Okay, and they probably said, "No, we're not going to get her to say that the parents probably was involved, because it's really scripted, a lot of it." And so, anyway, fast forward, one of the producers actually, somehow she got on my real page, my not on my real page, but my personal page, and I think she's still there. And so they ended up reaching out to me on network, like back in September. Was it September? October? Yeah. And it was like, we're coming to the Memphis area, and they had been, looking at me in the on here. Y'all know I clowns on here sometimes. That's why I have to watch myself. You never know who's watching. And they said, we've seen some of your other shows where you've done like missing person shows and stuff in the past, and you seem to be kind of thorough. We was looking at your Facebook page and all of that, and we want to know if you would work with us on this documentary we're doing. And it was on network, right? And at first I was like, well, when the lady reached out to me, y'all know how I am. I'm paranoid about everybody. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna check you out, because I don't trust the soul. Because now I see how twisted people are, right? And so, anyways, I was like, okay, because normally I don't even, because when somehow they got my phone number, when they started emailing me, I wasn't answering fast enough, because I don't look at emails. They even call me. And so, anyways, when I saw, she was like, okay, it was one of the field producers. She was like, I'm gonna get one. Another producer is going to call you too. So when I got an email from the executive producer on network, and she was talking about, they was trying to find a place in Memphis, and they wanted to they talked about my studio and all of that. So what they ended up doing was, they was like, we'll pay you daily, like we'll pay you $250 daily plus to be on the show, but we'll pay you $250 daily to use your studio, and we're gonna send somebody to look at the studio, right, to make sure it's big enough. So anyways, they sent somebody, and when the guy came, because like, we have all of this equipment, they had so much equipment, they was like, okay, your recording room, you know what, it's not gonna be big enough for all of the equipment that we have. She was like, we could use, because they took pictures and stuff, took pictures and all that. It's like, we could use like the other room, but we want to be in your recording room, because it's darker. We can use your green screen and all of that. And so what they ended up doing was just renting a mansion in Midtown. Okay. So anyways, she was like, well, we'll just use you, because we're gonna have an FBI agent to come, because they're, it was a documentary. I can't say what I can't say right now what, because I had to sign a confidentiality thing. But we'll have an FBI agent to come. We'll have a retired officer, I believe, and they're mostly going to speak about the situation, speak about the case, because it's an old case. And then what we'll do is, she was like, we mostly have men, and when we have women, we want some ethnicity this time, so they want a Black woman. And so you'll just kind of piggyback off of them, so it's gonna be easy. You'll be in and out. I said, okay. So anyways, the producer kept calling me, and she was like, it's taking longer than what we thought. I know I told you to be here at 3, but we ended up getting there. Me and Diane ended up getting there at like 5. And when I got there, she was like, it's a disaster. Like, the FBI agent didn't want to say a whole lot. He couldn't, and the other person, couldn't remember a whole lot. She was like, just start talking. So I started talking, and they started recording. And so then she was like, okay, because they had sent me notes. And she was like, wow, you remember just about everything, because I had studied over everything. I really had studied over everything that they had sent me. And she was like, wow. She was like, I'll tell you what we're going to do. She said, you remember everything. So instead of you piggybacking off of them, we're going to make you like the main talking head. And I ended up, she was like, just talk. So I ended up talking for like 5 hours, y'all. My jaw was hurting. And we didn't leave that mansion until she was like, they went and got us dinner and stuff. She's like, I'm sorry. I know I had told you one thing, but she was like, we need to get more video of you. So we want to get video of you. Like, so, cause we want to, when we, do like for the documentary, we're going to put your picture on, cause since you were one of the main talking heads, we're going to put your picture as one of the faces on the documentary that we're doing, for that case that they was doing the documentary on. And so then she was like, we got to get video of you. We need to start just taking pictures. So had their camera guys, took like an hour. They was taking pictures of me in different angles and stuff like that. But it ended up being cool. Like they were they was very nice. And one thing that I took out of that experience, is a really cool experience to be able to work with OWN Network. But when we rested for a few minutes, because I had been talking for hours. She was just like, just talk, just keep talking. I love it when you talk, just keep talking. And so when we took a break to eat or whatever, and so her producers was on the floor around me. It was like, we're looking at your show or whatever. And it just let me know that you never know who is watching. And one of the producers was like, well, you got to be doing something right, because hey, they probably in this up in here now, because we've had the opportunity to see you in action when you're defending yourself. And I got to thinking, I was like, dog, it's like, don't have no strokes or nothing, defending yourself. Sometimes you just have to let things just roll off, and keep doing your thing. And the thing about it is, like, I said all that to say this: you never know who's watching. That's number one. Number two, like, when people throw out all of these the folks you never met, they don't know nobody that I know. Okay. They don't know nobody that I know. People heard me say that I've worked at the police department. I started working at the police department. I was pregnant. And it wasn't by no damn police officer. I was pregnant. I was young, and I was not that naive, okay? And those officers respected me. I worked with a lot of old men, and I was pregnant, and they took care of me because I was pregnant. They were older men that were investigators that didn't want to be bothered with nothing, okay? And then when I went through the academy, I became a PST or whatever, hey, listen, I never whored myself out to no officers, and no officer would ever tell you that. That's the reason why I was getting ready to sue. But that's the type of spirit that lingers over the city of Memphis. Well, she thinks she's something, so we're gonna try and defame her character so people can look at her. She was messing with married police officers. Let me tell you something. If I was gonna be, and don't get me started, because if I was gonna be messing with police officers, it wouldn't have been no damn patrolman. Okay, I want the chief. That's who makes the money and got the power. I don't have no small mind like some of these women that screw for crumbs. Okay, if I was gonna be a whore, I was gonna hit the jackpot, because I knew how to hit it. But I was raised with values, and I wasn't starving. So I thank God that I didn't have to do that. I was a young mother, and I didn't have to do it because I had a support system. And even if I didn't, I wouldn't have did it. Okay? That's not how I rock. But I think it's a darn shame that other women and some of these men. Okay, some of these men act like sissies. Feel like they have to. We don't know nothing else about them. So we're gonna make up something. When people don't know anything about you, they'll start trying to make stuff up. That's the reason why when I feel like people trying to pry into my personal life, I tell people what I want them to know. And if I don't want you to know, you ain't got no business trying to pry into it. I'm scared of you. I got the foul charges on you. You a stalker. You ain't got no business as it relates to me or anybody else trying to figure out something about somebody that they don't want you to know. That ain't none of your damn business. As much as I get on here and I be talking shit, and the type of information that is accessible to me, and I don't obtain it illegally. Okay? I don't go digging into people's stuff because I don't want to know nothing about them. Okay, other than for them to leave me the hell alone. I don't want to know nothing about you that you won't tell me. And I don't even want you to tell me. Okay? I don't want to know. Leave me alone. My brain be stressed enough. So when you have a determination to try to find something out, other than when I was out in the field doing private investigative work. Do y'all know how much money folks paid me to be out there getting them information? Okay. So it wasn't personal then. I was getting paid thousands of dollars. Yes, I was sitting out there waiting outside of hotels for folks' husbands to come out. But you better believe I made me 4 or 5 G's that night. I sat out there all night, and sometimes I made more. Okay. And it wasn't nothing personal. I wasn't no creepo. I was working. Some of these Negroes they just miserable. They doing it for free. They getting themselves caught all up in criminal charges and shit, trying to find some dirt on somebody, losing their jobs and shit. Getting somebody else's job lost.
Quick question, right quick.
Oh, Cypress, I forgot you was up here. What's up?
So you mean to tell I ain't talking to you, bro. So you mean to tell me these niggas was married and go get rooms in their name like damn fool?
A bunch of damn fools. Sometimes they would have the women. Look, they would have the women to get the rooms in their names and pay for it with their damn credit cards. They just stupid.
No, you supposed to go on the. Never mind. Anyway, how y'all doing? Like, you ain't supposed to go to no room when you married.
Well, a lot of them thought they had their wives. They thought they had their wives in pocket like that. You know, a lot of men, it's sad to say, men gonna have to do better. They feel like if they taking care of their wives and they living in nice big houses and stuff, that they wife should not be concerned about them going to get go into a hotel with a side piece every now and again. That's messed up for them to think. And then they get surprised. You gonna throw it all away just because I went out and slept with a woman that ain't even half of you? Oh, okay. I'm really divorcing your ass now. You gonna tell me that the woman ain't half of me and you go and violate your vows for that? Negro, I don't even want you no more.
Yeah, these niggas too crazy to be going to go get rooms for side people. Man, you gotta learn to go on the back road to bring some Jack Turtles.
A lot of times the women they go to the women houses, park on the next street, or they'll go to their cousin's house and park in the damn grass and have a woman to pick them up, and I'll be sitting right there looking at them.
Man, you supposed to go on the bushes in the back road. Don't nobody
wherever they going. You said what now?
You supposed to go on in the bushes or in the back road. Don't nobody ain't supposed to know you even got a side piece when you met. That's some dumb shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's happening now. And I'm glad I did that for so many years. I got stressed out. I'm glad I don't do it no more. I got stressed. I got too stressed doing that. But what happens now is these side chicks are ruthless, okay? The men are so damn stupid. It's ridiculous. The side chicks are ruthless. They gonna leave, like what they'll do is they'll leave like their lipstick. See, the man ain't gonna pay attention. They'll put the lipstick on the up under the seat, or they'll put it somewhere that the man, because as women, when we get in our men cars, we go through everything. Okay, we looking everywhere. That's just how we are, real nosy. So we're gonna
Damn.
find it. So they leave stuff behind. They fingernail. They'll leave their fingernail on the side of the seat where the man don't see it. But when his wife get in there, she gonna see that fingernail because she gonna be looking. She put it in a
Man.
glove compartment or something like that. So they're leaving things behind to let the wife know that there is another woman somewhere, and so that's why that prompts their wives and stuff to become curious and start looking. Any woman would do it. Listen, I don't get mad at no woman for it when they have husbands and stuff, and they go, I think my husband is cheating because this is what I found. This, and this. She's sitting there being faithful to her husband, taking care of her family, putting everybody before she put herself, and all he could do is go out and cheat.
My niggas cost that shit money. How you let the side piece leave your shit behind? You throw that shit away. Might tell her take that shit with her and throw it away.
No, he ain't gonna tell her that because he don't know what's in there. See, the side piece and been quiet so long, he's so damn dumb. He feel like he got the side piece in pocket. Oh, she a cool side piece. She know I'm married. She ain't gonna do nothing. She already know, and then fell in love with the side piece and trusting her just as much as he trusts his wife. Okay, stupid.
Yeah, I'm throwing all this shit away if I got a side piece. I ain't lying.
Hey, Latoya. So, and men too, like right before, like right at, like, I had started getting more cases from men. At times change. I had started getting more cases from men. I had a lot of men to come into my office, and y'all, but not y'all are not gonna believe this. But like I said, I got that type of personality where people want to pour their heart out to me, and it's genuine because I have a bleeding heart. Folks, like, I don't have to trick people into telling me nothing. They just tell me everything. Okay, and so I would have guys coming. That's why I would say, like, I need to do a dating app because it was so many successful men that came into my office. I don't date my clients, okay? I don't, and they be tall and nice looking and stuff, and they would walk in there, and it's, I think my wife and stuff, my wife cheating, and they had good jobs and all of that, and they worked a lot. And it's not an excuse for a woman to cheat because your husband, you're a poor excuse for a damn woman if you talking about your husband is cheating. I mean, you go out there and you start cheating because your husband works a lot. Okay, well then that means if he's working a lot, that means that and to keep up your lifestyle, that means that you probably need to go get a job. So if you want to see him, sometimes you need to go take your ass and get a job, because who wants their husband to work all the time? I wouldn't want it. Hell, I wouldn't dare want my husband working all the time so he can get him a at work woman, a wife, or whatever they call it. Hell
And
no.
well, if he gonna get that, he gonna get it anyway. But
But he
yeah,
don't need to be away from home all the time. So that means he's getting used to not being with me. Why would a woman want to work her husband to death just so she could brag about being kept? And so a lot of these
man,
women, I see, when women cheated, they was just as bad as the men, but their husbands was taking care of them. They was gullible. They was real. Listen, I got tired of, listen, I got stressed out when these women come way from Collierville, out of big nice houses, way from Olive Branch, out of big nice houses. I'm following their ass way to Westwood, and they go in the damn backyard of he living with his sister in her damn outhouse. She back there in the outhouse where he's sleeping at with one bed, okay, laying up with him while her husband out working. What's wrong with these damn women? He driving the car, her husband, her Audi, her damn husband paying for, okay. Instead of If your husband ain't giving you no time because he got to work 2-3 jobs, that means it's time for you to get up off your ass and go get a job. Because number one, I ain't gonna even let my husband work no 2-3 jobs. If he can't take care of me with one job, okay, that means that I need to go get a job so I could help him out.
See, this conversation ain't for me because I like to cheat.
Women were no, Neil, I'm gonna tell you something. Men were always easy to catch. Women, when those men came in there, I already knew. I would always tell them, listen. Normally, with one deposit, with one $4,500 deposit, I could catch their husbands with the women. But I would always tell the men, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch your wife with this first deposit. You probably gonna have to pay another one. But every man that came into my office had it. The men had money. It's a lot of nice looking men around Memphis that's making money. That's why when they get talking about these men broke in Memphis, these damn men ain't broke in Memphis. They got money because they was dishing them $100 bills out to me to catch their wives. But it was harder to catch women. Women are sneakier than men. I'm a woman, okay? And I always, when the men came in there and the men paid faithfully, they said, do what you got to do. They pay bonuses. You get it, I'm going to give you a bonus too. I be working hard for the men. But it was harder to catch women because women are more careful than men. They're not creatures of habit like men. So it would always be something different. Okay. Except I had this one lady, she always went, she was just dumb. Okay. She always went to Westwood, to Boxtown. And I hated being in Boxtown. I always had to have 2 other cars with me. Okay. I hated being in Boxtown. She'd go to the outer house and lay up all day with a man. And then if they ever decided to come out, she'd let him be driving the Audi her damn husband had bought her. Okay. And so I just got tired of that because I remember, I was showing her husband the findings that we had and stuff. And I thought it was just sad. We had to call his sisters and stuff up there. He just didn't handle it well. He didn't handle it well. He couldn't even drive home. Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy. That's his fault. He supposed to already been cheating, man. You got money. You supposed to already be cheating.
That man didn't want to be cheating. That man, listen.
You supposed to be cheating. You got money.
Listen, that man's he could have, but I guess I became the counselor because I became the counselor. That's why I said I should have been a counselor. I'm telling you, like when I worked even when I was taking work with for defense attorneys, and I worked with some of it because I only work with certain defense attorneys, the ones that had money. Okay. Leslie Ballin and them, I only took cases from them. Okay. Because a lot of them defense attorneys, they had no damn money. I wanted all mine up front. And so I always kept getting work from them because I never had issues with getting people to tell me stuff. I can go right in the hood and find some. I would find them. I would search. I would do research on them and find them and go straight to them and sit down and talk to them. And they would tell me, shit, I was helping them getting cases throughout.
Dang.
Like I said that shit too.
I'm mad, but no, it's a method to cheating, fellas. Don't let her leave shit behind. Throw the shit away, nigga, so it won't cost you no money.
She said, I'm a counselor. I can counsel the clients. I'm telling you, them men will be walking in there just as nice looking, smelling good and shit sitting across that table from me. I'm like, damn, why? But I wasn't living in the house with them. So I don't know, but they shouldn't not have been going that route. If you ain't happy with a man, you need to go and divorce him. But how you gonna have 4, 5, 6 kids and you throwing your marriage away for somebody that's living in a damn outhouse in Boxtown?
That mean they game a little bit stronger if they go. That's all that is. That's a P. You know?
Cypress, you're crazy. I don't know. But like I said, mm, mm-mm. I agree, Miss T. I'm tired of my extra hustling. I don't want boyfriend killing himself for no reason or to talk about it. We do well without the extra anyway. I'm telling you. If something ain't working, just go ahead. If it's safe, it's better to just part. If something ain't working out, I always feel like I don't care how bad it hurt. I think you should separate, be able to separate just like you came together, whether you're married or not. I know they teach that when people get married, that they should not divorce. If it ain't working, why you gonna stay somewhere where you already know it ain't? Y'all don't even like each other no more. Okay, if I
Because
guess
it's
people go
cheaper.
through phases where they don't like each other, but if you ain't liking each other for too long, it's been 3, 4 years now, you still don't like your wife or your husband, you need to go ahead and divorce.
Just don't get married.
No, marriage is a beautiful thing if you marry the right person.
I
A
never
lot of
met
people get married to folks that they already know that they shouldn't be married. And these folks get married because the sex is good. That's the wrong reason to be getting married. They letting that dopamine get to their brain. Oh, she rocked my world. I want to be married. I want her forever. You got to be a weak-minded person to be marrying somebody just because of what they do in bed. Okay? For me, I'd like to know that a man got my back. I want to feel safe. I want to know that he can take care of me and provide and protect. If he can't do that, I don't feel safe. I can't be stressed out. If I'm gonna be stressed out, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna make your life a living fucking hell. I just got to go. I do
I feel
good. I be doing good. I be doing good by myself, really. I do because
I,
I had the opportunity to meditate and to think about, like, I was telling my mama, I told my mom, I was telling my mom the other day, I said, I remember a time when I was younger, how, and I still do, but I don't think about like I just wanted like this good husband. All girls dream of men, that can come and take care of them, and they just have kids and take care of the household. They be wanting that fairy tale life, right? And some people can have it, okay? But I told my mama everything that I ever thought, because I saw my dad, you know, be a provider and give his wife everything, okay? I wanted the same thing, but I told my mama, we get so caught up in thinking that, especially when we're younger, we be wanting that everything that I ever wanted, I've given to myself, and which I should, but I've been able to get it for myself. And so to me, that's why it's really just messed up when you have men that don't have no pride about coming into a woman's life, wanting to asking her for it. I think a man should be shamed to ask a woman for some money. What in the world is going on? Like, you ain't got no shame, you ain't got no pride, you pathetic, you twisted. I'm really twisted. And I think that's why a lot of these men can't get ahead, because their mindset is to try and use a woman. That's what they think. Contrary. Let me sit up when I say this, because I want a bitch to hear this. Contrary to what a motherfucker say, every man that I ever been with, except for that half of one, and he gave me I got way more out of him. Okay, as I should have. Okay, don't don't get it twisted. It was probably he was trying to lay it. He was buying shit, in which I ain't never been messed up about nothing no man has bought. Cause I don't need nothing. I buy everything for myself. That's why my closets and stuff so full, because I buy everything for myself. I got everything I want and need 3 times. Okay? So I'll never be messed up about no stuff like that. If you you want to buy me some clothes, okay, cool. It's gonna go right in the closet with the rest of them. I'm not messed up about that stuff. What I do like is like stuff that's not ordinary, that you put thought into. Now, I like stuff like that. Okay. But contrary to what one might say, ain't no fucking man ever got no damn money up out of me. Especially, they ain't never got no 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 650. Never. Okay. I make sure I cover all bases. And I ain't never offered to give now. I wouldn't even want a man that asked me for 650. He getting cussed out. Bitch, I don't want you calling me no more, hoe. Use a hoe. Okay. I don't like men that ain't got no pride about themselves. Sitting up want to ask women for money and stuff. Can you sign? Well, I already know you ain't the man for me. You can't even sign for yourself nothing. You can't do nothing for me. I know they say sometimes, like, when men are trying to get their lives and stuff together, hey, they can have a woman that can help them, and I think the help is motivating them, but they gotta want it. You got some men that they see that you got a business mind. They want to sit at the end of your motherfucking couch and overwork your brain. You give them an idea, they want you to give them the idea and bring it to fruition. Bitch, you get my motherfucking license for me, ho. That's what a lot of them be saying while I sit here look at my damn iPad. I'm the one that ain't had the licenses since I was born. But you figure it out for me. What kind of man is that? You sit up and you want to overwork your woman's brain because you sorry. I don't like sorry men. It is okay to have a woman that's got a business mind to say, baby, listen, this right here could advance you. Hey, it ain't nothing wrong with that at all. But that Negro out there working, though. I love it when men work. It turns me on to see him working hard. I could do something with that. Okay, so he works hard, but I'm gonna put him on to some business so he could, he might want to start working for himself. I'm gonna put him on to that. But nigga, you don't even work. You don't even want to work. You don't even want to work hard. Okay? I can't deal with nothing like that. I saw my granddaddy is in his 80s. Okay? And my granddaddy is still out there working hard. His business is very successful. My granddaddy had a determination. My dad's dad could not even read. He couldn't even read. My granddaddy went back and learned how to read. I believe he said like in the late 90s. By that time, his business was already successful. My granddad had such a determination. When my granddaddy was working for Memphis Light Gas and Water, okay, and when my granddaddy was working for Memphis Light Gas and Water, my granddaddy said that the year that I was born, he said he had the years to retire. So he said, he was like, my son Rick got he just had a daughter. And at that time, okay, at that time, Memphis Light Gas and Water was one of the best jobs that you could have. They had good benefits. They didn't like to really hire black folks. They only hired the black men to go and do the hard work, like to dig out the ditches and all of that, right? And so my granddaddy said he knew that they was talking about this not any nepotism. That's the way they kept black people from getting the good jobs. So my granddad and my daddy got the same name. He named after my granddad. He named for my granddad. So my granddaddy said it was the year my dad had me. And he was like, well, I know he was like, I got the years to retire. He had just started his business, his tree business. And he said that he had started making good money. And he said that he knew when they called him that day, they called him that somebody had already said they're going to fire your son because they found out that your son is that's your son. Y'all got the same name. They don't want relatives working. Although the white people, they was hiring them, they just had different last names, from marriage. So they try to act like they didn't know that they were related. And so my granddaddy had already had a plan. My granddaddy had such a determination. They moved from their raggedy house in North Memphis. They bought a house in Whitehaven. And my granddaddy said that his truck had stopped working. And he said he was catching a ride home. And he said what he would do was he had such a determination to make his business grow that he said he would tell the guy that he was riding with to drop him off in neighborhoods in North Memphis. He said he would walk up, he would go from house to house looking at the trees in the yard, okay? And if the trees were like bad and they were leaning over, whatever, he said he would go knock on the door and say, let me speak to the man of the house. My granddad is a gentleman. And he was like, let me speak to the man of the house. And he said he would start telling them about why they needed to get their trees cut and give them his phone number and let them know that he did tree work. And he built his business, he said, and so then he would walk real far, okay, from North Memphis real far until he could get, he said I would walk so far it was ridiculous. He said, and then then I would end up like catching a bus the rest of the way home or something like that. He was like, but I had a determination. I was tired. I was leaving one job, walking around North Memphis, knocking on doors, building my tree business because I knew the day was gonna come where they was going to want to fire my son. And Rick had just had you. He said, and I was like, my son need this job because he just had a daughter and I am old enough to retire and I could work my business. And so my granddaddy, when that day came, he said, he told them, don't fire my son, I'm retiring. When they called him in the office, he already had his plan in place. He retired that day. Okay. My daddy was such a fucking winner. Okay. He worked that good job. My dad worked so hard. He worked himself. My dad was so ambitious. Okay. He ran for an election and he got elected. Okay. And he said one of the things that he thought about when he was elected, he had that in mind about how they kept black people out of those good jobs at Memphis Light Gas and Water, and they're still good jobs, the best kept secret right now. Well, all of that good insurance, okay? And one of the things my dad did when he was elected, he overthrew that policy. See, that's what my dad talk about. If you don't like something, you work your ass off and change it. My dad got elected. He overthrew that policy that they was using to keep black people out. Talk about nepotism. You can't work here if you got a relative. That's the first thing he did. He overthrew that. And right now, people can work at Memphis Light Gas and Water that is related, okay? Because my dad didn't like something, he worked his ass off and became an elected official and overthrew that shit. Okay, so I got the same spirit that my dad got. Y'all know the shit these folks did to me on here, and I still kept coming up in here. Look at what has happened. Onan was one of them. Where he at? God says, when I get them back, you're going to witness it. He ain't the only one. It's a lot of them that's going to get it back. Because some of them going to be up on the indictment after a while because of the scamming that they doing. Okay? But God says, when I get them back, you're going to witness it. I'm still here. They ain't been able to stop me. I'm on my way to something else. Every time, if they wanted me to leave, all they had to do was just leave me alone. Probably would have got bored and left. And so because I got that spirit of my dad on the inside of me, I know they can't stop me. So when they keep coming, I know that spirit that resides over Memphis, that spirit of jealousy. If we can't stop a person with greatness in them, we'll just kill their body like they did Young Dolph, which is the reason, okay, why I put the police on their ass. Bitch, I'm gonna put the police on you, hoe. And that's what I do. I don't be playing with them. I goes and do it.
No, man, say it ain't so.
What's up, Stanley? Because when people can't stop your greatness, if they can't speak death on your greatness, when they have that obsessive demon controlling them, they will start trying to kill your body. Because it's the dream and the legacy that God has put on the inside of you that they're after. It ain't going to do nothing for their life, whether you make it or not. But people just don't want to. They're so evil. They just don't want to see you make it. They just don't. That's why when I don't like people and they're talented, you don't hear me. When I don't care for money bag. But what you always hear me say, yeah, but he's so talented now. I'm not going to take that. I'm not a hater.
Moneybag hard.
Yeah, he hard. Moneybag talented. He's one of the best to come out of Memphis. He ain't the only one, but he is one of the ones. Finesse is talented. He's one of the best.
Yeah, Finesse.
Your daddy is talented. Young Dolph is talented. Key Glock is talented. It's enough money. The United States print up their own money. Why these folks killing folks? Because they don't want to see folks make no money. It's enough out there for everybody. All you got to do is tap into what your talent is. These folks letting their talent be hating on folks. It's a damn shame when you make hating a talent.
Man, shout out to Young Dolph, though. Shout out to Gotti, Bag, all the greats.
Okay.
Shout out to North Memphis too.
Are you talking about the men that the sanitation workers? Are you talking about the sanitation workers?
I think so. They do take. I don't know. I think Ernest Withers was the guy that was going around taking all them pictures and shit. I don't know. It might be.
Yeah, but I think they were sanitation workers. You know, Dr. King came to Memphis for them.
Nah, he was the dude that was taking the pictures. Ernest Withers. He wasn't no sanitation worker.
And so I said that to say this. I gotta finish it off, okay? Because I ain't finished it off, okay? I'm talking about these men now. If my granddad at 84 years old and he still get up, he can't climb up no trees or nothing. My granddad get up every day. He go out there, he oversee his employees, okay? Because he still get a lot of work. My granddad be booked up. The white people love him so much that if he tell them, you know, I'm booked up for the year, they tell him I'll wait. Well, I'll wait until you got to open it because he been doing their trees and shit so long. They don't trust nobody else to come and cut their trees down in their yard. If he can get up at 80-some years old and get up and go out there and be with them men every day, because he said, if I stop working, I'll die. So he gets up faithfully These nappy neck, no good bitches think that they supposed to live off of an able-bodied young man, feel like they supposed to live off of a woman and not work. Okay? What is this world coming to? So when I get sad about my dad being dead, it saddens me because he was the last of a dying breed. Okay.
Well, you know what the problem is? As far as that though, you know what the problem is?
What?
Everybody wanna be fucking pimps and shit.
I don't know what. Well, you know what they always say. See, I don't mean no harm because I be talking about Memphis, but I be ready. I go hard for my city. I do. I can talk about us. I can talk about us. But I'm gonna tell you something. I get so sick of the folks, these men in Memphis talking about they pimps and then they know and they broke. Don't even, that's what I'm talking about. You ain't even got no money. So why are you even claiming it? Get your ass up and wash it and then go get a job. You become so much more attractive when you work hard, when you trying to do something.
Facts. The key word, try to do something.
All you gotta do is just be trying to do something. Because here, I feel this way. If you're trying, you're going to come up on something. But people put a lot of their time into trying to hustle other people. That's the reason why everything they do fall flat as a cake in the oven. Instead of trying to build a solid foundation, they put a lot of time in trying to hustle other people. And God ain't going to let that work.
And that's all you see in Memphis, every corner. A nigga trying to hustle everybody.
Stan, what's up the site, dog? Look, L.
What up?
Look, Dialogue says the old heads in Memphis told me pimping was heavy since the 50s. Most of the pimps from the era became pastors and barbers.
Yep, pastors, barbers, the inmates. Shit.
I tell you, it's got to be a change in our city though. Like that, like I just don't want my city to be known for having that haterade. Hell, somebody got to say it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think stuff been sugarcoated too much. That's the reason why the cycles continue. Somebody got to say, you're looking like a bunch of damn fools. Okay, you need to stop it. He said, especially in North Memphis. I'm gonna tell you, is it because I think it's but in South Memphis too, it's like 2-3 churches on every corner in Memphis. It really is.
Shout out to the church. Like them churches in North Memphis, they gonna send the collection plate around about 100 times for the service.
What's up, Stanley? What's going on? What's the word?
Stanley, what poppin', man? Yeah, shout out to Memphis, man. South Memphis, North Memphis.
It's time for it to be a change in Memphis. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I do love Memphis. I love the people in Memphis. And
wow.
and Tabika told her, you said why?
Yeah.
Because I do. I love my city.
Listen, I got
my city.
I got the perfect idea for you.
What?
Because you just said you want to see change. Run for mayor then. If you want to see change, run for mayor.
Paul Young, a good mayor.
No, the hell he ain't.
They're not giving Paul Young a chance.
He knew them white folks ain't gonna give him no chance in the beginning.
No, he gotta try to slowly clean up what they messed up. That's number one. Before you can start to incorporate, you have to clean up the old stuff. I mean, that man stuck with what, about 12
20,
years of backwards stuff.
at least 20 years of backwards shit.
You might be right.
If we gonna count AC Warden, at least 25 years of backwards shit. But yeah, I get where you going with.
I like Paul Young. I definitely support him. I do. I think Paul Young has a good heart, and he wants to try to do what he can.
I wish old Big Wig had a good heart, but she just keep calling, keep it up drama.
Cypress, do you think if I ran for office, do you think they'll vote for me?
Yeah, I think a lot of people. Shit, you can't do no worse than what they already got. Shit.
Y'all, what position do you all think? I'm not gonna run for mayor. What position do you all think that I would be good in? Y'all tell me.
Y'all flood the comments out with mayor, please.
No, not mayor. I'm not gonna run for mayor. What position do you all think I would be good in? It said Paul have to deal with the Smiths, the Belts, the Keegans. Yeah. I agree. DiCaprio, I agree. He said state representative, something
Shout
on
out
the
to
city council.
shout out to Pimpin' Paul, yo.
He ain't no pimp. Paul ain't no pimp. Because we sure got a lot of representatives that ain't I don't know, we don't know what they do. We sure don't know what they do or what they representing. I tell you. We don't know what they do or what they're representing. She said something on the city council. Yeah. You know, when you start looking at like state representative and like the Senate and Congress, those are the positions that really people that's not sold out really need to be running for, because those are the lawmakers. Those are the positions that really helps to change a lot of stuff in a city, because they're the lawmakers. We put everything on the top of Paul Young head and Steve Mulroy and the judges and stuff, in which they have a lot of power. But we need to make sure the laws are right, whereas they have to, when they sentence these people, when they charge these people, it's according to the law.
They do something every year. They take all the money home at the end of the year that they supposed to put back into the community. That's what they do faithfully. Y'all want to know the truth.
Mm-hmm. He said, but Tam in South Memphis, that's the Forest Service. Is it? I don't think the forests have as much power as they used to, do they, Cypress? I don't think so.
No, ain't nobody had more power than John Ford. Salute to him. That nigga was the best. Boy, you talk about a thief, he was the best nigga ever have done.
I was gonna say, I don't think John Ford. They said then he would have did a lot of time. When John Ford caught up in that Tennessee Walsh stuff.
Yeah, because he went. Yeah,
Look, they got on here. Somebody got on here and lied and said that my dad was a scammer. He was caught up in the Tennessee Walsh.
Oh, no.
That's just crazy. You could pull up everybody that was in the Tennessee Walsh.
John Ford was actually the ringleader of Tennessee Walsh. That's why he got more
And you ain't see the last name Thompson no damn well. They had all them folks on there that was caught up in the Tennessee waltz.
Ain't that right? Rest in peace to my boy Roscoe Dixon, Steve.
Yeah, Roscoe Dixon. That lady, when she got out, she went ahead and she died.
Yeah, Catherine Barrows. I met her one
That's
time.
right.
Yeah, she walked around with a pound of makeup on. Rest in peace, Catherine Barrows. She was nice lady, but she was a damn thief.
Well, what they said was, Ricky Pete. Oh, maybe that's why they tried to say my dad.
Yeah, he was a North Memphis thief. Shout out to Ricky Pete.
That's what that was, because my dad's name is Rick.
Yeah,
and,
Ricky Pete.
And when they came in to talk about Tennessee waltz, hell, I didn't know what that damn fool was talking about. Tennessee waltz. When I was in Hitters live. And then the next thing I know, these damn fools on here, they be wanting to find something bad on me. It ain't, y'all, my life boring. I pays my taxes. I ain't got nothing. I don't do nothing crooked. I know how to make money, so I don't have to do anything crooked.
Well,
I don't let people con me with no money. They can't send me out to get no money. My life is boring.
Ricky P got caught up twice years ago, and then right after Tennessee Waltz, he got caught up on some more, doing what he do best, stealing. Ricky P.
And Ricky Pete ain't my mother. He ain't my daddy neither. Ricky Pete is not my dad. Ricky Pete is still alive. Okay, my dad is no longer here, and my dad's last name was no damn Pete.
Nah, Ricky Pete one of the coldest thieves you ever want to meet, even now me.
I think Ricky Pete still be. He got like a when people running for office, he has like a, God, I forgot, a consulting business.
Oh Lord, y'all let him consult y'all. Y'all gonna be in the Fed like a mother.
Well, that's who. I think that's who could consult with Tawana Murphy. He up there to win.
I see prison in her future. You ain't gonna be able to have that big ass wig on your head. Neither. I don't like your motherfucking ass.
Oh my God.
You can't have that big ass wig and the pound of makeup in the penitentiary. Keep on the behind Ricky P. So that where your big wig wearing ass is going straight to the penitentiary.
Yeah, come on up. Tyranny, come on. She said she want to come up. Come on. We're just talking. We just talking shit.
I don't know why it ain't a lot of women I don't like in the world, but that woman, I can't stand this woman.
Why you don't like her?
Because I don't like women that wear big ass wigs and shit. That shit scared me, man. I have nightmares about shit like this.
Cypress full of mess. And she said
when I first seen her, I was like, who grandmama is this? But that even down bad he was hitting this. How you got a big wig and a big ass head?
I tell you. Well, they said Cypress, come on now.
What she do? Man, hell no.
Well, her district might vote her back in again.
There'll be some damn fools who vote her back in. Shout out to the old what's her name? They used to run the school board. She running for county mayor. That's the rumor they're going out.
Oh yeah, she made her announcement today, Dr. Fagans. She's running for county mayor.
Y'all done fucked up if she win county mayor. I just know that because she gonna be on y'all ass like back pockets. Y'all gonna get ready. If she win county mayor, she coming for revenge. Y'all ass grad. Y'all might well get ready.
She is Yeah. I was gonna say it's so many people in that mayor's race. It's ridiculous. Like I know it's about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's
What
gonna
in
make 5.
and it what the Shelby County mayor race?
Yeah. So
Don't
she's gonna make 5.
they know they split the vote by
Yeah,
split the
because it's
vote
only
by
one.
doing
It's
that?
one white person and 4 black people. See, and that's another thing too. Black people, the white Republicans don't do that. They on one accord. They all come together and they decide on who is going to run, who would be the strongest candidate, and then they get behind that candidate. You don't see white Republicans getting having 3, 4 people in a race. They don't do it.
No, because this what people felt were like, yeah, a lot of Democrats get in the race, but they got to split the vote, and that benefits the Republicans.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what happens. But although the lady that's running Heidi, I like her. I mean, she'd be cool too. I think she's a Democrat. I like Heidi, so I think she would be a good mayor.
Man, y'all know Lee Harris was con on it. He learned from AC Wooden and Jim Rout wrote his head.
They said she get ready to get her salary back in blood. She might win. But now you have some people from Memphis that would not vote for her simply because they'll say, that she's not from Memphis.
Yeah, but they'll go vote for Big Wig and gonna mess up everything. I can't wait. I hope Dr. Fagan wins. Big Wig wins on your ass, so you might well get ready.
I tell you, who y'all think is gonna win that race? Because you got Harold Collins, JB Smiley, you got
Two sell out. Harold Collins been sold out. Keep going.
you got JB Smiley, you got Miguel Lowry, Heidi Kuhn, and now Dr. Fagans.
Dr. Fagan's the only one that got a brain on his belly. Harold Collins been sold out. JB Smiley a sucker. Heidi Kuhn, I don't just know too much about her. But Harold Collins, he been sold out.
Mm-hmm. That too. They said they would not vote for her because she's a woman. Yeah, and you have yeah. We've never had a female mayor, and and Memphis is strong, the Shelby County and stuff, they're strong on although no, because it's a lot of women in office. But when you're talking about not voting in a district and something that like countywide and stuff, yeah. I hope that they wouldn't not vote for somebody because they are one.
What have Lee Harris done for the county since he been in office?
I don't even know. I don't even
That
know.
mean he ain't done a damn thing if you don't know.
I tell you.
I hope she win because Harold Collins been sold out. JB Smiley been a sucker. I hope she win because she gonna tear Big Wig them ass up. I can't wait. I'll be able to compliment the big if she win. Hey, yeah, Big Wig, we on your ass. Lord. You get ready.
Well, I do know this. We gotta get people in office that's gonna help to change. More people in office that's gonna have to turn the city around.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I wish that they can get Willie Harrison back.
Yeah. Well, Willie Harrison had his time, and You know, he ready to move on. And Willie Harrington is what, like in his 80s?
Yeah, and I think him. They was kind of mad. A lot of his people were kind of mad at him because he went and got that baby by that Mexican girl.
The baby ought to be grown now.
Yeah, that baby good and grown because Harrison about 92. I'm just playing, but no, he's 80.
And he still walk. I mean, he look good. He's still back just as strong and straight.
Yeah, I don't like Stephanie Love. What's the other girl name? Tamika, whatever her name. I don't like her. Freckle face ass neither. She ain't no good. None of them. Big wig, I can't. You know I can't stand you. You can't stand me neither, y'all. She
Oh,
stay
Willie
talking
Harrington
over
is
me.
83 years old.
Yeah, he don't need to be mayor. He need to be.
No, he's 85. He was 83 back in 2023. He's 85.
Oh yeah, he at home chilling.
Yeah,
Oh,
he don't need to be stressed out in the mayor.
the Willie says you can get the hell out of my office. And you can step outside.
He told
Willie
one of
can.
the reporters one time, you better get out of my way before I drop you. He told him he was gonna drop him.
Yeah, he one of the best mayors we done had, man. Since I was alive.
She said Steven's Love. Who is Steven Love?
Stephanie Love,
Oh,
old big
Stephanie
head.
Love.
Anything but Tamika, whatever her little freckle face ass name, I can't stand her. And Big Wig. Give it to both of them.
Hmm. Well, I believe the citizens are gonna get out and do the right thing.
Get out, do the right thing, y'all.
Hmm. Hey, Marquette. Is it Marquette? Marquette Allen. These candles Diane sent me smell so good.
We like candles too. Shout out to Diane for the candles, man. That's how
Mm.
you know you got somebody cool on your side. They sing you some candles, man.
She sent me a lot of them, and they
She
smell
does.
so good. Forest and flowers. That's the scent, and it smell good. And the little small little vases that they're in, the little jars, they're so cute. I'm gonna keep them, and I got this little thing, the candle wax and stuff, where I can make my own candles. I was looking at YouTube. I just don't have time where I could really make organic candles because I like lemon scents, and I make my own candles. I think I'm gonna keep these little vases and fill it up to the side. Put lemons and limes in them. Cut up lemons and limes. Put in there. Put the juices in there, in the wax, and then light the candles. Oh my God, it's gonna smell so good. Okay, I'm from Tennessee. Cypress, did you come on today?
Did I do what now?
Did you come on today?
Nah, I been gone all day.
Didn't I see Alabama hit in here earlier?
Yeah, Hitler was in the cut. Well, yeah, Hitler. So what you think about Plural doing them goddamn interviews about finesse, man?
I don't know. I don't. Well, I don't guess she really said anything bad about him, did she?
No, it wasn't. No, she ain't say nothing bad. No, she ain't say nothing bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know she ain't gonna make the FNG Christmas list. God damn it, doing interviews around this motherfucker. I can tell you that much.
Well, she making her own money.
Oh yeah, she
I'm
gonna
sure. I'm
make.
sure they paid her.
Yeah. They cut the check. She couldn't wait to show it. Well, she ain't showed the amount, but then interview dropped. I've been watching. I said, oh, this is nice. That's what I don't get. I don't think I didn't get about the interview. How do you let your child constantly leave you hanging 3 or 4 times but you get the end?
Well, I think people don't be one believe that their kids would do them like that.
She that money run low there, me ass hand dry like clothes hanging the project. She said she left everything 2 or 3 times because he said, Mama, I got you. I'm like, okay, he got you 1 time. Okay, I get that. 2 or 3 times, I don't see that.
What you mean one time though? If you ask your mama to leave and come and move with to be his assistant, whatever he telling her you gonna take care of her.
Man, look, this what you do. This the honorable thing to do, man. If I tell my mother that I'm gonna go and buy her house off the muffler so that way I can get her out the way. I know my mama, she'd be cussing, but yeah, I'm gonna buy her house off the muffler. I can get out of my way. Cause I know my mama, she'd be cussing, goddamn. I don't wanna hear that. But nah, what he should have just bought the woman the damn house and let her live her life.
That's true, Neo. And Rose says, she said a lot that folks didn't need to hear. I'm not going to say all my business like she did. She said
Nah,
she didn't remember. She said she didn't remember even being with Trey Dad.
damn, I missed that part. I'm a doze off. Well, and then she said Ricky Daddy was a pimp. He'd bring out his hoes over there. She do the her. He was the pimp, man. Never mind. Yeah. She Trey Daddy probably just hit it and quit it. I don't like it. You didn't like what she said about what she only spoke her truth about dogs. She just knew Black Health and them. She didn't know dogs. In her opinion, didn't nobody in the city really know about dogs. She was dead. That's only speaking on from her point of view. So you can't get mad about it. Like I didn't hear a lot about Dr. Duff was dead, to be honest. She
Cypress, you
just
did your Christmas shopping yet?
I don't really care for no holiday. I don't, you know what? I don't really celebrate holidays since my grandmother been dead. I don't really care for what's in my grandmother been dead. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Maybe one day I'll get in this. I just don't be in holiday spirit. You know how it be. You
Yeah,
know
I
when
do.
you had that grandma that really
That
had
love
tried to
holiday.
hold. Yeah, and she tried to hold the family together long as she can, much as possible, because everybody else in the family full of shit. So when they leave, you just don't want to be bothered no more with that shit. You just be
My
glad.
mama always gets sad around the holidays because my grandma loved the holidays. My grandma loved the holidays. She loved Thanksgiving, especially Christmas.
My grandma was the same way, and I used to couldn't stand holiday, but she made her business wherever you nigga, you better be home for Thanksgiving, leave Christmas Thanksgiving, nigga, you need to be home. Then you can go do whatever it is you want to do. My grandma made me pray for Thanksgiving, wherever you at, nigga, Christmas Day, you need to be at home. And after that, you can go do whatever it is you want to do. But after she died, I just didn't really celebrate. It was just another day. Cause like once they ain't there to hold the family together, that shit pretty much fall apart anyway.
I tell you.
Well, she did say, well, a lot of them said she wasn't never around like that with them growing up. She was in the streets, man. Like they daddy was in the streets. So what do you expect for the kids to do, man? Come on. I mean, like, what good outcome do you expect for the kids and the mom and daddy don't give a damn? They in the streets and they ain't. Yeah, money is all good. But if you ain't got the time and the streets get a hold of your kid, then what? Well, I had heard about him, but I wasn't listening to his music and all that shit. Like, man, I was always in. I wasn't listening to dog music and shit. Like, I heard about him, but I didn't just know who the fuck he was. Not like that, cause I didn't listen to his music and shit like that. That's all now. Him give it to the community and shit. I feel like that was some good shit. And I hats off to him for that. What I would have done in here, no. But salute to him for doing it. But I followed his music and shit. I didn't know that shit like that. But like a lot of my friends and shit did, cause I didn't just be around Memphis like that. I was always on the go somewhere. I'm here, there. So that's you know. And then I salute what he did for the city, for giving back, helping people, looking out for people. He was the only nigga that was gonna ever do that. Dude. I'm gonna be real. Young Dolph was the only nigga that was ever gonna look out for the city, give anybody anything in the city. You know,
Right.
nigga that
And
was
now
gonna
since he did, they saw like how he got a lot of love for doing it. Now they're doing it. And
Young
they
Dolph
doing it
was.
for the right reasons. Because why you think Bad gave out you know, turkeys on that particular day on
I
Dolph?
don't know, man. I don't know. You know what? It kind of shocked me. I was kind of shocked me. I'm
He never
glad we
did
talking.
shit before.
No, man. Them folks don't care about shit like that. Which I don't particularly blame them. Me, I'm a firm believer when you make it out, stay out. But that's just me. This is my opinion, and I have my reasons for that. But like, I don't know why they did it, but like, to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. Dolph was on one that really just gave back consistently, helping community, and when nobody else gonna do that shit, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
They said, and Rose said she used to watch Dolph live when he was giving random holiday gifts, tips at restaurants for the holidays, and kids, and even single mothers. I watched him for years.
And the bad part about it is when I think about, to be honest, You can do all that giving back. And these gonna be the same broke motherfuckers that take you out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That mindset is he ain't giving it to me. He could be giving it to me, or he ain't give enough to me. People feel like now when you work, it's supposed to be for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly like that, but yeah, that was the only one that was gonna give back like that. Wasn't nobody else in the city gonna give back like that. Yeah, just to keep it real. Like, I mean, it have been some ones that, give back to their get back to their schools, some shit like that, which is cool. I ain't knocking it. But for like giving out turkeys and just being in the hood, I ain't finna do that shit. They ain't getting their money. And to be perfectly honest, I don't blame them, but shoot, salute the dog for doing that. But wasn't nobody else gonna do that.
Well, Jessica Dime is giving back. She giving back. She's doing hers next Wednesday.
Shout out to Jessica Dad. Yes, Lord. Hey, Dad, I know you. Hey, Dad, this sorry, but what's going on with Pop?
That's a married woman.
I know Sean, I know Dime. I remember Sean used to play the young version of Memphis. I used to be down there watching the game. I know.
They said that's why Gotti got smoke in North Memphis because he crossed a lot of folks.
Yeah, well, yeah, you kind of got a point, Emerald. That's why a lot of stuff is brewing right now. It might hit the light, y'all, but it might not. But it might hit the light. But y'all just stay tuned. It's a lot of shit brewing in the background.
Well, I hope nobody get killed. That's for sure. I don't be wanting to see these men lose their lives.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Everybody ain't meant to come back. Well, nah, for real, no bullshit. Everybody ain't meant to come back just because you get on the front line. Everybody ain't gonna come back.
Stan G in his own lane doing his own thing.
Well, Stan G ruffled some feathers when he said Zilla got slapped by a big Jill.
Well, somebody must have told him.
Well, I ain't gonna speak on that because I like Zed and I like Mud. And I fuck with both of them. I ain't gonna touch that. But I will. Yeah, Stan G know how to grab a headline, goddamn. I'll say that.
Stan G might have been just messing with him.
The way they responded, I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
No, from what I know, Ambrose, I don't think he overreacting. I just say that
Why him and Zilla into it?
because he came out and said a big juke slapped Zilla.
And Zilla responded.
Yeah, he responded with the pictures of Stan G on the floor taking a nap. Cause
Oh, Lord.
I comment on the picture of it. Get up, Stan G. And Stan G surprised me. He wasn't like my comment there. So I like that. What's up, Stan G?
Stan G was letting that stuff roll off his back. He don't even get into that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. They be playing with Stan G, but I gotta keep it a buck, man. I gotta keep it a buck with y'all. Some real nigga shit. And they be playing with Stan G a lot, man. But I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Stan G do know a whole lot.
Hmm.
Shout out
I'm
to Z.
still.
Shout out to Z. Shout out to Mud. But they like, I felt like we need to take a trip to Vegas. Vegas ain't that far. We need a vacation. Man, that shit was funny though.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. It's like that woman got some real dislike for 250 Ricky and no love. Don't know what she was talking.
What did she say, Cypress?
She was like no love, just it's like no love. It was just like no love. Just get on her damn nerves for some reason.
What does
Like
250 mean? Why he got 250 in the front of his name? What does that mean?
he put $250 in his mouth.
Oh, okay, that's what that means.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 250,000 in his mouth.
Shout out to Johnny Dunn. Yeah, he put $250,000 in
Lord
his mouth.
Jesus,
That way he
I
called
don't
himself
know what is
250.
going on with these men. They putting 250 in their mouth and they got their priorities mixed up.
Mm-mm. I'm put 250 in some stocks and some shares that make me a couple hundred million.
Yeah, it do, it messes up their mouth.
Yeah, cause it rots over time. It's it rot.
Their
It
teeth be
definitely go.
rotting up on there and make their breath smell bad.
Hmm. Yeah, as she said, she had the way that woman talked about how she had to not deal with no love because Ricky would get mad and not pay the bills and she deal with no love. Man, that shit just sad, man.
hmm
She had to not talk to no love and cut him out because Ricky wouldn't pay the bills.
Well, she never should have gave him that type of control. Ain't nowhere in the world one of my children could ever. I don't care what they do, could ever stop me from talking to the other one.
So she had to cut no love off and not talk to him.
I
Called
couldn't have did that to
Ricky,
my child.
Ricky showed her Ricky. Longer Ricky was paying the bills. Whoever he didn't like, she couldn't fuck with because he pays the bill. If she dealt with family that he didn't approve of or didn't fuck with, and she dealt with them, he stopped paying the bills and she be home. I said, how could you do your mama like this? You don't care like nobody do your mama like
Do you think he gonna start back dealing with King?
that. No, I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest, and it's probably gonna be sad to say. Y'all ain't gonna agree with me. But if I was finesse, I wouldn't mess with none of them at this point. I would not accept King apology, but I would never deal with King ever again. Because King dropped the, and ain't no telling how much King know that he ain't dropped the bomb on him. My mama, I probably would never deal with her no more in life. Cause she wouldn't be an interview. I cut all of them off. I'm finesse. I cut off. I wasn't there with my mom no more. King, he ain't never got to worry about me. No love, he can quit talking about me. I ain't never gonna fuck with him. My big brother slash sister, she know her ass to be extra. And I probably won't fuck with my mama no more because she was in the interview. I mean, all I can do is wish them well. I hope they make it in. And I never need me for nothing. But them three, I probably wouldn't never fuck with again in life.
I'll tell you. Anyways, I gotta get off of here because I got an assignment to turn in at 11:59. So I'm gonna get off of here so I can have an hour and a half, I guess.
Good night, y'all. I'm finna go sleep myself because I'm on one tonight. But I'm out of here. I'm finna go
Thank
sleep
you for
myself.
coming up, Cypress. I
You know, no
appreciate
problem.
everybody turning in. I stayed on longer than I was supposed to. I got to hurry up and do this assignment now so I can go to sleep. Listen, I appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can hit up the Cash App or the Super Thanks. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the like button.
Hit the
Dear God, I
like
just
button.
thank you for everyone that was on this live. God, I ask that you watch over us as we sleep tonight, us and our families. I ask that you watch over our properties, all those that has to go to work tomorrow. I ask that you go before each and every one of us. For those of you out that have difficult supervisors, I ask that you um, go before them and touch the heart of the king to turn their hearts. I ask that you make the highways and the byways safe for each and every one of us to travel as we travel to and fro. No weapon formed against any of us shall prosper or our families. Any lying tongue, any evil people that try to rise up against us will be condemned. Any spells spoken out, any curses spoken out, any evil thoughts, any evil plans spoken out against us while we was on this live, we reverse the curse and send it back to the sender and may it manifest in their very own lives in less than 30 days. Dear God, I just ask that you touch Young Daw's family and give them strength where they may be weak. I ask that you allow your spirit to reign over the city of Memphis and change the hearts and the minds of the people in the mighty name of Jesus. This is a blessed city, God. I ask that you send the glory cloud back over this city and touch the people. You can do it, God. I trust and believe. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
You
All
left
right,
something out. You left
y'all be
something out.
good. I pray that you all, I pray as you sleep tonight that the Spirit of God comes and whispers in your ear, revealing the mysteries of his words and of his bodies. And if you don't have direction, I pray that he whispers direction in your ear so that you can get on your path because we're all here on the journey.
Amen.
I
Amen.
love you all. I'll talk with you later.
Good night, y'all.